deserve it. The investments we make as a community to protect our water source now ensure we have a sustainable drinking water supply for the future. Visit drinktap.org to learn more. This message is brought to you by the American Water Works Association and your local water provider.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingalls Studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, an iHeart radio station, guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls Studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart radio app. And we're seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com. Click that live video link. Subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. Or just, do like I do. You go to YouTube and it immediately pops up because you watch it every single day. And we appreciate everybody joining us. Hope you all had a very merry holiday. And it is
The NFL Sucks Monday!
Oh, is that just because
Good
every week your team just gets beat like
team.
A kettle drum?
I don't watch my team. I am so out. Now, they did at least correct a story that I'm going to tell later that was almost enough for me to go, you know what? I think I'm done. I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
No, the reason I said that is because every single week we watch the NFL and we go, this week, someone is going to show us that they're really good. Mm-hmm. And what do we get in the game of the week? We get the Philadelphia Eagles, who completed as many passes as I did in the second half for the second time this year.
First time since 1940.
One team has done that in my lifetime. Not and win. They're the first one to do it twice and win them both.
Right.
Since, a little thing called World War freaking II. But that's it. Oh, Philadelphia's got to be good. No, Philadelphia sucks on ice. Okay? The only saving grace for them is that everyone else does too. Do you understand that the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans collectively have won 15 consecutive games, and I'm not sure they could beat each other?
Wait, what's the turn on those two?
It's not a turn. It's that I watch one of their defenses, I watch one of their offenses and go, man, that's good. But why do I have this funny feeling that you're going to find a way to lose to Josh Allen, who apparently doesn't understand go that way? Mm-hmm. No pirouettes. At this point, I feel like Joe Brady, who we're going to talk about him in a minute, needs to look Josh Allen in the face like he's a smallish child and go, don't poop in your pants. No! You know how to not do this. Stop it. Stop pirouetting. Stop turning around. I don't know why you do it, but stop it. You're embarrassing me at the church, and people are talking about you, okay? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Miss Sue Ann from the choir already asked me if you're going to grow up to have a job with your name on your shirt because you cannot figure out the most basic principle of playing quarterback in the NFL.
He does. He has his name on the back of his shirt. And he's still one of the best in the game. Not right now.
No.
Not right now he's not. But
and by the way, NFL memes, just chef's kiss.
What did they do?
I don't remember who it was. It was a shortstop in Major League Baseball. And he fields just a pretty routine ground ball, and he flings it at the first baseman and hits the umpire in the side of the face. Mm. They dubbed the audio of the Josh Allen call of that last 2-point conversion over top of it, which is just that is content.
Oh,
right
shoot.
There. Oh, shoot.
I mean, let him just a little too far.
Now, I will say, Jonathan Welch said, kick the extra point, go to overtime.
No.
With Michael Badgley? No. You know why? Because that team's really good at blocking extra points. They've already done it once. And it's raining sideways. I'm good with you going
No,
for 2.
we're going for the win.
Just set your feet and throw it. Oh, by the way, I haven't even mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers had a chance to lock down a playoff berth and the division, and they lost to the ugliest punter I've ever seen in my life because Shedeur Sanders threw not 1, but 2 punt interceptions where the corner is just sitting there like, I don't think I did this right. How is it?
How did I get the ball?
I'm not on your team. You're not throwing to him. He's way down there.
But still,
and
the NFL's weird.
Good enough to beat a team that's going to make the playoffs.
Well, it's terrible. It's terrible. We all know. But honestly, I mean, at this point, are we still going to sit here and just say, well, there should be other teams in the playoffs? Because honestly, the only other team, like if you left out Tampa Bay and Carolina, and we'll get to that chaos in a minute. But if you left them out in the NFC, who's your next team that you're just banging the drum to get into the playoffs? Because, man, they're going to make a run. Is it the Detroit Lions? No.
The Indianapolis Colts. That would be the one in the AFC. That's going to be a hard pass, considering the quarterback you've played for the last 3 weeks throws a football like your drunk Uncle Larry who had his shoulder replaced after the war. That, by the way, I don't take any joy in this. That's a lie. That's what a lie is. I take a lot of joy in this. Sauce Gardner set an NFL record. He is the first player to play 8 games for 2 teams in one season and not see a third win. He went 1-7 with the Jets, and he's 1-6 with the Colts.
Ouch.
You remember when they made that trade? And I have a question. I have several questions. You know you're not good, right? Like, I don't think I should be having to tell you this, but you don't seem to get it. You're not good. You might think you're good. Look, Callie Cankles can throw on a halter top and go, look how hot I am. But there's still somebody at the bar going, no, you're not. No, nope. You're not. Just because you made the game easier doesn't mean it's more fun to play. The NFL's drunk. It's all drunk. It's my conclusion. It's just drunk.
It always keeps you guessing. That's for sure.
It's
the Lions needing to win to get into the playoffs.
And Jared Goff lost to a quarterback who threw for 3 yards. Max Brosmer threw for an amount of yards that would not actively get you from me to Tank. And that was enough to win an NFL football game for a team that needed to win to get to the playoffs. What? Oh, and the greatest overreaction of them all is all of these people, well, 49ers, Bears, that's an NFC championship game. No, it's not, because, you see what you want to see. What I saw was 2 defenses that couldn't play dead in a Western. When Brock Purdy and Caleb Williams come out and go, hey, y'all watch this, we're going to recreate Jared Goff, Pat Mahomes. That's not a good sign for your defense. That was a lot of pent-up frustration that I've had.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game, though, wasn't it?
Sure.
You enjoyed that.
Sure.
You got to.
Look.
Good back-and-forth battle on a Sunday night.
It's fun to throw darts after 5 or 6 beers. I don't want to do it every single day.
No. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to take over the world. Lions next week for the Bears. So, I mean, what matters now? That's the question. What matters now?
You know what matters to me? And I mean, I've never said this before. We're to week 18.
Yes.
Which usually is, oh no, football's leaving us. We need a break from you. I need to lie down and think about and I really need you to think about what you did here. We need a draftmas season. We need an off season. We need some things to reset, because none of this really makes a whole lot of sense. If you had, and I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked you every week for probably 2 months now. If you had to bet your house on a team to win the Super Bowl right now, who is it?
The Los Angeles Rams.
And even that one, I look at them and go, what do you do if Puka Nacua is not, like, out of this world? Because you don't run it particularly well.
No, sure.
defensively, you're good but not great.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't find it. It's not even that you're the prettiest dog at the show. You're the one that didn't defecate on the carpet, and that's enough for me to just go, you win.
Exactly.
We got a Pomeranian trying to hook up with a Schnauzer over here, so you two are obviously disqualified. No canoodling on the floor.
When you check all of the boxes of who can I trust, to me it still has to be Los Angeles. They have the championship coach. They have the championship quarterback. They have outstanding playmakers. They have a defense that can stand up to even the toughest of offenses and limit them. They're the only team that I trust not to either get way up and completely piddle away the lead, like, I don't know, say the Philadelphia Eagles. And I trust them way more than I trust anybody like the Buffalo Bills trying to come back from a deficit.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions here.
Okay.
I'm going to say a team.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me, is it within the range of possibilities that they win a Super Bowl?
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks.
Yes.
Chicago Bears.
No.
I don't agree with you.
Really?
Nope.
Okay.
No, and you'll see where I'm going with this when I get there.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
Disagree with you. Yes. San Francisco 49ers.
No.
Disagree with you again. Los Angeles Rams. By the way, I do need you to understand the team that you have the most faith in is the team that is guaranteed to not see their house again.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to win 3 games on the road. That makes me like you way less.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I love your home, but because I'm looking at, Chicago. Matt Stafford in Chicago in January. I think I've read that book. Didn't love it. Matt Stafford.
I'm sure he had some good ones playing in Detroit.
Not really.
Really?
No, Matt Stafford has historically not been a great quarterback outside. I'll pull the stats in the break because I've done this a bunch. Frankly, I think my computer knows if I type in Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff, I'm only looking for how bad have they been when it's cold outside. Green Bay Packers. No. I'll go no.
No.
That's the one that I'll say no.
No.
Of teams in the NFC, and I don't count the NFC North or NFC South, although I do hope the Panthers can win this division so you and I can go do a playoff game in Charlotte, which will be awesome.
Oh, yeah. For whoever is playing.
For us to see the 49ers or the Seahawks or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now do it in the AFC. Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
So you have to say yes to somebody.
Yeah.
I think you've said no to every team but the Rams.
And the Seahawks.
And the Seahawks.
And the Patriots. I'm on those 3 teams. Those are the 3 teams right now.
Oh, you want me to tell you my favorite stat I've ever heard? How many wins do the New York Giants have against teams with a better than 500 record? It's 2. How many do the Patriots have? It's 1. They've beaten 1 team with a better than 500 record. I like New England. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because New England, that'd be the next team. Yeah, they're 1-2. Jacksonville. Yep. Houston Texans. Mm-hmm. Los Angeles Chargers. Maybe you see a trend here. Buffalo Bills. The only 2 teams that are going to make the playoffs that I do not see a logical path that they're not going to win this thing is whoever wins the AFC North and whoever wins the NFC South. You have less than no shot. Because between the 4 of you, I swear to God, you're trying to figure out which one of you sucks the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the answer. It's fire them cannons.
It's not.
Yeah, and it's
no
not
question.
even close.
Right, there's no question about
And Aaron Rodgers could not see a check down just wide open. They forgot him. He went, nope. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I just looked up. They're doing the highlights of the Bucks Dolphins game on the NFL channel right now. Like, come on, man.
It is. I can cut through every team. And I'll use New England for the example. New England is not just beating teams, they're beating teams to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's the positive.
Mm-hmm.
The negative is you're not going to see the Jets in the playoffs. I can do that with every single team. I've never seen a year like this. The playoffs are going to be chaos. And somebody is going to make the star turn. The question is, who is it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's Drake. I think Drake May is probably the one.
it is hard for me to comment on New England because people go, oh, you're just a Jets fan. I don't think I can explain to you appropriately how little I care about the New York Jets. It just so happens that that's 70% of my wardrobe, and they don't let me come to work nude. So unless I have to buy all new clothes, I'm going to keep wearing it, whether I care or not. I feel like New England is one of those teams that's going to have to learn real fast. Because what you did yesterday, and I watched enough of it, I didn't need to see a lot. What you did yesterday doesn't mean a hill of beans to the playoffs because you're not getting that defense in the playoffs. And there are things about New England that scare me. There's things about every one of these teams that scare me. If I want to make the case for you, it's not hard to do. Yeah, offensively, when things are humming and you've got Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, it's great. Now, here's the flip side of that. You have one receiver that I trust as far as I can throw him, and that's Stephon Diggs. You're not going into the playoffs with 12 personnel and winning consistently. You're just not doing it. If you don't believe me, go back to the end of Bill. How many times did you all say the same thing? Weird. You're doing it all over again. I watched this yesterday. Well, they don't have any receivers. You were down Kayshon Boutte and Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins is a blocking receiver predominantly. That's what you were down. And all of a sudden that turned you into the 1946 Acme Packers where you had 3 tight ends in there at all times. That worries me.
We're playing the best receivers possible.
Denver, they worry me because your quarterback is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I cannot figure out which one he is.
Nope.
I think the same thing about the Chicago Bears. Then you get to Houston. I don't think your offense is any good. Not even. It's brutally awful. You are the worst running team I have ever seen. Your offensive line over the last 4 weeks, they're like the 3rd highest rated offensive line in the league. You're not that good. And I know that definitively. When you come up against Jacksonville or you go up against Denver, all of these things are going to manifest themselves. So my question is, whose flaws are the most hideable? I'm trying to project out who's actually going to win these games. And I've got 3.
Okay.
Got to take a break. I've got 3 teams that I will say I'm willing to a point, ride with. And I don't think it's going to be the 3 you think I'm going to say.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
The party's just getting started.
iHeartRadio and ABC bring you Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Join me, Ryan Seacrest, live from Times Square.
Ring in 2026 with performances from 50 Cent, Chappell Roan, Demi Lovato, Diana Ross, Maren Morris, Mariah Carey, Pitbull, Post Malone, and so many more.
It's America's biggest countdown party of the year.
Wednesday night starting at 8.
Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Watch on ABC.
At Ingles, we know that fresh means local. The best ingredients don't come from a world away. They come from your own backyard. From the farms we support, to the stores we love, to the tables you treasure. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
All across the Tar Heel stage.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, counted in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow three, nothing but net from the rookie. Ethan Trimble, he'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the six-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
We're back at the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. What's up?
Where do these guar entrances
I don't
keep
know.
coming from?
It's just on the...
Every once in a while, Tank just hits one. Speaking of which, I guess that'll be my weird story. Involves Lamb of God.
I heard that story. That's a good one.
That's one of my five favorite stories I've ever heard in my life. You got to know. You got to read the fine print.
Back in the Sportsocracy here on an Overreaction Monday, and Jeremy, you said you have what, 3 teams that you can? What is this that you believe in? That their flaws are hideable in the playoffs.
I can figure out how to get there.
Okay.
My first one's the San Francisco 49ers.
All right.
You know for a fact I don't believe in Brock Purdy at all.
Absolutely.
Here's where that falls apart. Have you looked at the quarterbacks he's going to play in the playoffs? Right now, if the playoffs started today, and the only addition to this possible is Baker Mayfield, he would have to beat Matthew Stafford, obviously very high. But I would have to beat you on my field, and you're going to have to go through probably 2 bad weather games to get to me.
Okay.
The other quarterbacks in the NFC playoffs are Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, Jordan Love. There are a whole lot of guys you believe in there.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, weird. Me neither. Oh, but the defense is terrible. Okay. Am I really worried about any of the quarterbacks I just said beating me? With full health, the San Francisco 49ers, I still don't buy this team. But what I think I undervalued when we were going through the iterations of this in the offseason, nobody else is special either.
Yeah.
It's okay to have the 12th best quarterback in the league when the other ones in the playoffs are 9, 10, 14, 17, 19, and 20.
All right.
All of a sudden, you got an elite guy. I have a whole theory on that we're going to get into tomorrow that may break every blood vessel in your head.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say it, and I can't believe I'm saying it as I'm saying it. San Francisco does what wins in the playoffs. I also think there's a better than 0 chance they get Fred Warner back. I don't know if you saw him last night.
I did not.
Fred Warner was on one. I don't know if that dude hit the smelling salts before they gave him the microphone. I have no clue. But that looked like a dude that was ready to come back for the playoffs and lead the defense.
All right.
I also have Robert Saleh. The defense is not good. Straight up, they're not good. They have one pass rusher that consistently gets home. Bosa's obviously done for the year. The secondary's not great. But what Robert Saleh can do is throw combo looks at you that you're not used to. If you watch that last play last night, Caleb Williams had a good night last night. he threw a defense that I don't think Caleb had seen the entire night. If he did, I didn't notice it. And it messed with him. Because he thought he was getting one thing. And then when that first read's gone, he goes, oh, boy, I've read it. You can watch it on his face. He goes, uh-oh, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore because none of that should have happened. And he just rolls out and basically throws it in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
That is something Robert Saleh can do. And that offense is hard to stop. When you've got Christian McCaffrey going the way he was last night, that was without George Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jake Tonjes and DeMarcus Robinson and Juwan Jennings, and it just doesn't matter. San Francisco is one of those teams that you've been here before. You've got a coach that's been here before. You've got coordinators that have been here before. It is easier for me to believe in that than Drake May. Because I've seen Mike Vrabel not succeed in the playoffs.
So we've talked about the door opening for Josh Allen, right? The door is wide open for Josh Allen. He is the elite of the elite quarterbacks. Again, not playing like it right now, but in the greater scheme of things, he's the elite guy in the playoffs. And if the door is open for him, then I would imagine the door is wide open for Kyle Shanahan to prove that he can be the coach to win a Super Bowl.
And Bob Brown in our YouTube, we have a couple super chats that we'll get to here in just a minute. Bob Brown asked, which defense would you trust him against? All right, let's go back to that standings. Green Bay Packers, absolutely. No fear whatsoever. Carolina Panthers, no fear whatsoever. Chicago Bears, no fear whatsoever. Then you get to Seattle and Philadelphia. Okay. Your quarterback has to deal with my defense. And, we've always said these things about certain teams and certain quarterbacks don't do well against certain defenses. Yes, that everything San Francisco does is what messes with Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold.
Right.
Darnold because he gets confused. I mean, look, I love Sam. You know that as well as anybody. There is probably no quarterback in the NFL that misreads a defense if you disguise it more than Sam Darnold. Jalen Hurts, he wants you to play man. He wants you to play man all the time because he wants your back turned to him. Because that's about the only way he ever succeeds.
Right.
Robert Saleh plays an insanely high number of zone snaps. It's more the matchup and more the fit. This is not, I'm saying San Francisco would have the highest Madden rating. That's not what I'm saying. The way this lays out, especially if San Francisco finds a way to beat Seattle next week and they're the 1 seed. You got to go in that building. That's not going to be fun for anybody. I watched a way better Detroit team fold in the second half of an NFC Championship game against them because that is not a fun place to play. It's not necessarily that I would trust him, that I would trust Brock Purdy to beat Philadelphia's defense. It's not necessarily that I would trust him to beat Seattle's defense. It's sum of all parts. I can get there way easier than I can get there with Chicago.
Yeah.
See, I can't get there mentally with Chicago because none of it makes any sense. Caleb Williams is completing a percentage of his passes that is so unbelievably low that your error opportunity is minuscule. Okay, so he beats, I would argue, largely bad defenses. He's been bad against bad defenses. Oh, but he's going to be their first 4,000-yard passer. Who gives a damn? If I hear that one more time, I'm going to scream. I'm also going to laugh when he winds up with 257 yards, and I go, get to do it again.
Right.
We're doing it again.
I mean, we knew that was going to happen when Ben Johnson took over. So the style of offense that he runs.
That's the crazy part with Caleb Williams is that the style of offense, it ballooned Jared Goff, and it's kind of ballooned Caleb Williams.
Absolutely.
It just hasn't changed any of the things that help you win.
Almost Williams, like they're winning in spite of him.
Caleb Williams, I'm going to start calling him the Sports Center quarterback. If you only watch the 8 best plays of him a week, you'll go, man, that kid's great. Watch the 40 on the cutting room floor. I promise you will see exactly what it is I'm talking about. So for me, San Francisco's 1.
Okay.
Denver's 2.
Really?
What wins in the playoffs?
Good defense.
Good defense. And Run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Denver has not run it fantastically over the course of this year. But if you notice over the last couple of weeks, R.J. Harvey is all of a sudden, snap count's getting higher. All of a sudden it feels like you've taken the bull by the horns here.
Mm-hmm.
They were running down people's throats with J.K. Dobbins. You're telling me that R.J. Harvey can't be that guy? He's also a way better pass catcher. I don't think people understand how good of a receiver R.J. Harvey is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now, if I was picking best pass catching running backs in the NFL, it's Bijan Robinson 1, Christian McCaffrey 2, R.J. Harvey might be 3. That's a whale of a weapon. But Bo Nix, okay, let's do the same thing that I just did with Brock Purdy. Let's do it in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills, you really worried about that defense? Because you shouldn't be.
No.
Los Angeles Chargers.
No.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
But C.J. Stroud proved how you beat it. Chunk plays. They're really susceptible to chunk plays. And I know what somebody's going to say, but if you look at the stats, look at who they've played. Bunch of teams that don't have the ability to hit chunk plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know who does? The Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Marvin Mims. You got Troy Franklin, who is a big matchup nightmare. You got Evan Ingram, who's a matchup nightmare.
And they don't score easily.
No,
I watch the Chargers offense, and I mean, it just feels clunky every drive.
I will be really honest with you. If I had a Coach of the Year vote and I had to pick 3, I think I would really struggle to leave Jim Harbaugh off. With what he's dealt with and the fact that that team is still sitting here at 11-5 is dumbfounding.
With no offensive line.
It's
or
not
with a scrub offensive line.
It's not just no offensive line. It's arguably the worst one I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's terrible. He's got a quarterback with one hand, a rookie running back, doesn't even have the veteran because the veteran's hurt. You've got good defensive pieces, but do you buy the Chargers? Because I don't. I think you're too hurt. If you were 100% healthy, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm watching Justin Herbert having to hand off with these weird contortions of how he's handing a ball off. I know where you're going on every play. You can't hand it off with your left hand because there's a big plate on both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of that. But I look at Bo Nix and Denver, and then I come back to Sean Payton. Sean Payton, coaches in the AFC playoffs. Mike Vrabel, who I believe in a lot, but he has not had a ton of playoff success.
No.
Liam Cohen, Mike Tomlin, DeMeco Ryans, Jim Harbaugh, Sean McDermott. Sean Payton wins in every one of those head-to-heads. All
Agreed.
The only one that I think is even close to him is John Harbaugh. Because somehow I'm not holding this against John Harbaugh, but I am holding Pittsburgh against Mike Tomlin. Can I explain that? Not really. There's a story about Baltimore. We'll get into it at some point today. There's a story about Baltimore that makes every bit of this make sense. Everything that's happened to the Baltimore Ravens this year, I understand it now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it the next hour.
All right.
I've got one more team.
Okay.
I am curious who you would guess I'm getting ready to say. This is team you can trust.
Mm-hmm. It's not the New England Patriots.
No.
Really?
Rookie quarterback. Look at the history of rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs.
I mean, he's not rookie. It'll be his rookie.
His first time in the playoffs.
Right, it'll be
I
his.
used a poor phrasing.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Is it the Eagles?
I can't trust the Eagles. There's too many weird things that happen with them.
Okay, the Rams.
I also can't figure out. So the Rams were the one that they're kind of the given. To me, they've been number one in my power rankings for 2 months.
Right.
The one that I look at and just go, there's a possibility here. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I guess. I mean,
name me a team that's better on both sides of the ball. Fact or fiction, every other team in the playoffs, you have to make an excuse for at least one side of the ball for them. You don't with Jacksonville. The defense is good. The offense is good. And I get it. The schedule's not super, super daunting.
No.
But I can say that about practically everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the only thing you got.
Beat the hell out of the Broncos.
They did.
I mean, that was the moment. That was the turning point of, Okay, well, all right. You could possibly hurt somebody's feelings. I just don't know if I trust it.
I will say I trust it more than I trust others.
Yes. Because all of a sudden, Trevor Lawrence is playing like Josh Allen. And
Trevor Lawrence right now, if we power ranked quarterbacks in the NFL right now, Trevor Lawrence would be so much higher than you think.
Oh, most definitely.
Would you take, right now, gun to your head?
Yes.
Would you take Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow?
To win this week?
No, in general.
That's a lot closer than I want it to be.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
Because when I say it, you immediately go, it's got to be Joe Burrow.
Well,
but then you think
the injury
he's never
thing.
on the field.
Right.
He's hurt all the time.
Right. I mean, at least I've got, the answer to me is still Joe Burrow, but
I don't know that it is. And I'll tell you what got me thinking.
I just don't know if this is the real Trevor. Right? Is this Trevor that we're seeing, is he going to disappear? And then all of a sudden, we're stuck with last 2 years Trevor.
So I'll tell you what got me thinking about that. I did a Jets podcast last week, and somebody asked me, would I be willing to give up 5 draft picks for Joe Burrow? And my immediate answer, no way.
No
way.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't give you 3. If you told me I could give you the 3 first-round picks I have next year, I'd have to think about it.
Yes.
Because there's a possibility that 2 of those end up in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I may still have a broken quarterback playing Tyrod Taylor. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has changed. There is so much over the course of this year that has changed just wildly in how I look at this. I have never thought your coach means more than I do right now. And for a slew of NFL fan bases, you take that line and something we're going to talk about the next hour, and it's not going to make you feel warm and fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants, I'm referring to you.
Well, because there's no superstar team right now. There's not a team that you look at like we did with the Eagles last year, or like we've been doing with the Kansas City Chiefs. If we look at them, having years past, I'm not talking this year, but in this run up to the chaos that is 2025 in the NFL, there's no team that you look at and go, it's so much more talented than everyone else. Because even though the roster of the Philadelphia Eagles still looks great on paper, they can't do anything with it. Why? Because their coaching is terrible.
Matt in our YouTube chat said, to be fair, this is the only full season we've seen out of Trevor. He's been hurt too. He's been hurt one time. He's played 16 games twice. This will be 17 because he will play next week.
Mm-hmm.
He will play 17 games 3 out of 5 years. He missed 7 games in the 3rd year. He's been hurt 1 time. He's been horribly coached.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, he's getting better with Liam Cohen every single week. You watch them, when they made that deal for Jacoby Myers, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought that was one of the weirdest fits. Not necessarily schematically, but just what do you think you actually are right now? After watching this offense with him in it, now I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I 100% get it. Parker Washington's had a star turn here in the last handful of weeks. Brian Thomas Jr. at this point is no better than the 3rd best receiver on that team, which is shocking.
Mm-hmm. From where we thought we'd be.
We
thought this would be a team that was just star-studded with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas just running nines. And then it happened.
Matt said, I thought it was more on Trevor Lawrence. I'll be honest with you, I did too. I think that's one of those Mandela effect things of that team was so irrelevant for so long that mentally you thought he had to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at, I think the total I saw is he's missed 7 games in his entire career.
Okay.
And that shocked me because they were all in the same season. But when you think of what he was projected to be and what you're seeing out of him now, it's hard to not look at that and go, okay, just apples to apples, it's first quarterback that I thought of. Am I taking him or Bo Nix? It's him and it's not close.
No doubt.
Is it him or Justin Herbert? It's him and it's not close.
Especially hurt.
Especially now that Justin Herbert has one hand.
Right. He's got a weird.
But you keep doing that. Is it him or C.J. Stroud?
Him.
It's him, but I think that one's closer. C.J. Stroud does some very odd things. This is where I wish we had a deal with the NFL where I could just break down film and go, right there, that's what I'm talking about. That doesn't make any sense. But thanks, NFL, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Although we could, you just had to call me and let us.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville and Overreaction Monday. We'll be back in the Ingalls studio after this.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy, and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen Report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop. Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop. A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Want to save some money in 2026? Stop paying for apps you don't need. The iHeartRadio app is completely free. Live radio stations, music playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet. The #1 app for radio is free. iHeartRadio. Listen now.
It's time to kick off the perfect tailgate and take your team to Ingalls. Chips and guac made fresh in store every day. The best meat in town, packaged fresh every day, and smiling faces giving you their best every day. Let's be real, in the South, football season is our favorite season of the year. There's a lot to smile about, especially with deals like these. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Well, this is not a funny story. This is just. I want to give kudos. I want to give kudos to the Michigan Wolverines because they did something over the break that I think deserves to be applauded. They got the one coach that I don't think anybody could have a problem with.
Well, I mean, Lincoln Riley does. Lincoln Riley's like, damn it, I thought I was away from him. He haunted my nightmares.
Kyle Whittingham of Utah. I didn't see that one coming. I never heard his name mentioned in the search or the rumors or whatever. And then when I heard it, I went, oh my God, they did it. oh, they found the one guy that I don't think anybody's going to go, oh, he's got character issues or whatever. Like, is 66-year-old Kyle Whittingham from Utah going to come in and start philandering with secretaries and co-eds and stuff? I don't think so.
I'm going to say probably not.
I think they got the cleanest guy that they could.
I started to hear his name basically when he stepped down from Utah because he was very forceful that he wasn't retiring.
Right.
I think he even said he was entering the coaching transfer portal or something like that. And I thought, who in the world would hire him? And I heard the Michigan thing, and I went, that's not enough of a swing for them. And I started to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it is.
Mm-hmm. I think
maybe that makes a lot of sense. Now, do I think it's going to work? Not even a little bit.
Really?
No, God, no.
You don't think he can recruit at the highest level?
Not even close. I think Ohio State's going to beat your brains out for about 4 years, and then you're going to retire.
Possibly.
This is one of those things that I'm going to equate it to something, and it's going to sound like I'm throwing shade at a guy, but it ties into my story as well. This is kind of like when Penn State was talking about Kalani Sitake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're not a good coach. I'm saying you don't play the game here. The game that you played at Utah and the game you're playing here are night and day different.
Well, yeah. I mean, at Utah, you're swinging up for a 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can get a 4-star to come to Utah, but I'm banging out 3 stars. It's a different level when you got to go up and try to get all the 5 stars. And, oh, by the way, if you don't get them, guess who got them? Ohio State, Oregon, all of the teams that you're going to play.
I think Tank just named my book. And he doesn't even know he did it.
I don't even know what I said.
Look to the chat. I promise you, they will tell you. My story is about the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you, Pop-Tarts, for just being the best sponsor that there is.
Mm.
I'll be honest with you, I think I'm to a point I would endorse Pop-Tarts at this point for like $8. I don't even think they need to go full rate. Just send me the swag, and I'm all the way in. Because that looks a lot of fun.
I need a shelf. Full of maple brown sugar.
I want one edible life-size Pop-Tart. Yep. I never knew that's what I wanted, but
now
it
I
is.
do.
But my story actually has nothing to do with the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
Has more to do with the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the Pop-Tart Bowl, you heard an interesting little trade-off.
Who played in the Pop-Tart Bowl?
That was
because I did not watch it.
BYU and Georgia Tech.
Okay.
It could have been Notre Dame, but Notre Dame doesn't like fun.
Wah, wah.
That could have been fun, seeing the Golden Dome with sprinkles on it. That would, I think every Notre Dame fan would have exploded. I did see somebody else say Sitake took a big chunk out of the Pop-Tart and ate it, and he's like, I would revolt if Marcus Freeman ever did this. Well, you don't have to worry about that because Marcus Freeman didn't beat anybody on national television. So, anyway, this game was called by Kevin, or the studio halftime show was Kevin Nagandi and Booger McFarland.
Okay.
Well, at one point, Nagandi asked Booger about his bowl game experiences. And he answered something to the extent of, having one last, going out with my guys on my shield. But then he said a thing that I'm stuck on. He said, my first experience, Peach Bowl in Atlanta, first time getting my per diem, $987. It's weird to me that you remember the number that finitely.
Mm-hmm.
Went to one nice establishment, gave it all away. They had some good wings, though. Me and Lou Williams have something in common.
He took it to Magic City.
He took his per diem to Magic City.
Good for you, Bug.
First of all, I can confirm Magic City does have some phenomenal wings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I ever spent $987 on them, but I understand how you did.
Sure. He remembers the exact number because that was all the money that he had at the time. And he wanted to see just how many lap dances he could get for $987.
My Magic City story. I took a guy. This is back in my sales days.
Uh-huh.
I took a guy to Magic City.
Okay,
because that was part of my job. That I had to entertain people that were getting ready to do business with us.
Sure.
And I remember the guy had a like one of those bank envelopes where you go take out cash, and he said, "This is my mortgage payment." That envelope was empty by the time we left.
Oh, no. That's not good.
And the funny thing is that I paid for virtually everything that we saw. I always wondered what happened in that room that was worth having a dwelling to live in for a month?
Hope it was
I don't
worth
know what that is. I'm not averse to finding out. But I don't want to hear you tell it because that's just going to make me feel some kind of icky.
Interesting. Yeah, there were shady business going on. No doubt.
We should move on because anything I say here is going to get us fired.
Or incriminate you, no doubt. All right, so good for Boog. Going to the strip club on his,
I mean, if you're going to go to one, Magic City, primo.
Yeah.
We have a slew of super chats to get to.
That we do. Let's see about this one.
Cause it's all about the money. All about the money.
The first one's from Tay. It says, is Tyler Shuck the 2025 Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I'll say yes.
I'm going to ask you a question. So you know that I know Todd McShay. I love Todd McShay, and I love what he does. He redrafted the 2025 NFL Draft on his podcast.
Did he really?
Christmas Day.
Okay.
He took Tyler Shuck at 1.
Yikes. Is he right?
I think he is.
Really?
I think he is.
Okay.
I can't, because I can't go there with Dart because Dart it must have a sizable insurance policy and just no will to live whatsoever. He got killed again yesterday in a game where the Raiders were actively trying to lose. And I can't go there with Cam Ward. I was lukewarm on Cam Ward anyway. I mean, he was my 27 overall in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler Shuck's just flat out been better.
Yeah.
If you look at Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's dead heat now.
It is dead heat.
Tedroy McMillan's minus 105, Tyler Shuck's plus 100. And I'll go ahead and tell you, if it's between those two, I'm taking Tyler Shuck.
I mean,
Tet's been good.
It potentially could come down to the last game. If Tet has a great game against Tampa Bay next week and they win the division and there's drama to it, that possibly sways voters.
I guess I'm just looking at this as a guy that, his catch percentage is just over 50%, and he didn't even break 1,000 yards. Now, he might by the end of this.
How much does he lack?
71 yards.
Oh, that he could do that easy.
He can do it for sure, but it doesn't mean he's going.
No.
And he had 7 touchdowns. I mean, he had a good year. This is not, what we've seen out of other rookie receivers, which I'm reticent to give Rookie of the Year to a receiver anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't just do something special. And I think Tyler Shuck deserves, even only half the year, I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
And then. It's from Matt. Which teams make more sense making it into the playoffs out of the 4 remaining trying to get in? Because honestly, I can't tell. Not going to lie to you. I don't either. Just put them on a board, spin a wheel. I will say Carolina's better than Tampa Bay.
Carolina most definitely
Carolina's better than Tampa Bay.
I think Carolina is the most deserving of the teams that we're talking about, of this group. Because I think right now, head-to-head, they would beat Pittsburgh. And I think right now, head-to-head, they would beat everybody else. I can't believe the Ravens still have a shot. But I also can't believe that we're back here again with the NFC South. Same damn spot.
Oh, we're doing it again?
Jeez, we're doing it again.
I will say I think the Steelers are so cooked.
Agreed.
If I had to pick it, I would say the Ravens and the Panthers. If the best team wins, that's the 2 I would take.
I mean, maybe.
If
Derrick Henry can keep running like this, then yeah, probably.
The Steelers can't score.
You're right.
I mean, literally, you just lost to Shedeur Sanders, who threw 2 punts. And that wasn't enough for you to score more than 6.
By the way, I think I had that one, didn't I? I think I picked that one. I think I took Browns plus the 5.5, or whatever it was. Can't remember.
But
when I saw that score, I was like, oh.
When you physically pass the ability to ever catch me, I stopped checking the
outcomes. Yeah.
You did have the Browns plus 3.5.
Yeah.
You also had the Buccaneers. So
there's that thing.
She was a wash.
Well, it was not a good one. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We got Overreaction Monday continuing after the top of the hour.
We've got a super chat that we'll hit in the first segment of the next hour because it's a little bigger topic.
Indeed.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Jimmy's Automotive Center.
If holiday travel is in your future, you need to make sure that car or truck is ready to go and hit the road, and Jimmy's Automotive has got you covered. For only $199 plus tax, get an oil change, tire rotation, coolant flush, and courtesy trip inspection. Book online at jimmysauto.com or call 565-8608.
We're getting our praise on every Sunday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. The best artists in gospel music are right here on Throwbacks 101.1. Presented by Ingles Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beep when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Remember who taught you your ABCs? Who showed you kindness and sharing? That was Sesame Street. And today, Sesame Workshop is still helping children around the world grow smarter, stronger, and kinder.
But Elmo can't do it alone.
This holiday season, Sesame needs your support. Donate now at sesame.org. That's SESAME.org. Because the world needs Sesame, and Sesame needs you.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Ring in the new year with the best meat in town, the Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, celebrating New Year's Eve and New Year's Day with you. And drink specials and all the smoky barbecue favorites. Gather for the complimentary champagne toast at midnight New Year's Eve. And as for New Year's Day, come early and enjoy a festive Bloody Mary and mimosa bar. And the back alley bar will have all the bowls and the playoffs on. From the Bears family to yours, we wish you a flavorful holiday season and cheers to a new year. BearsBBQ.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
'Twas the day before Christmas, and at the North Pole, the elves were all gleeful, mind, body, and soul. The gifts they were wrapping the cookies were yummy, with Ingalls ingredients to delight every tummy. The joy in the air was as thick as the snow, and Santa was prepping to make Christmas a go. From making to baking, content as you please, when off in the distance they heard a loud sneeze. Santa was sick, and this just wouldn't do, so the elves hopped a sleigh, and to Ingalls they flew. OJ and honey and tissues galore, they grabbed every cure as they ran through the store. Christmas was saved, because those elves were amazing. With big thanks to Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
From the Ingalls Studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, an iHeart radio station, guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of the Ingalls Studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. We're seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat for today's
Woo Woo Monday.
It's an Overreaction Monday. Woo Woo. Oh, okay, whatever. You're just happy, just excited that there's chaos in the NFL and nobody knows who the hell's going to win this thing. And I think it adds to the, I think it adds to the intrigue.
I can't say that I 100% agree.
Really? I mean, are you checking out just because there's no team that's dominant? We don't have I mean, remember, the last few years we've had it pegged pretty much. These are the two teams that we're going to see in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. For the most part, we've been able to peg who it's going to be. You just went through this in the first hour of the program, and you said there were, 6 teams in every division? Or 6 teams in every conference that could possibly logically make it to the Super Bowl? It's insanity.
Oh, I mean, see, the problem for me is not the parity. The problem for me is the lack of great teams, which everybody thinks is going to lead to, oh, yeah, it's going to be a great – it could also be very sludgy.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't necessarily – you get games – see, last night, that doesn't really do it for me. There was nothing about that where I went, yeah, that's 2 great teams. No, that's 2 real bad defensive teams that have offensive firepower and 2 really good play callers.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like if I thought about this really hard, I could come up with a better analogy than this. This was like 2 prize fighters that don't defend at all, but by God, they're going to throw haymakers at you for 12 rounds.
Hell yeah, we're going to beat the hell out of each other.
And that is fun in its own route.
But I think this is how this is going to go. The more and more I watch every week, I think this is just how it's going to be. It's going to be whoever's healthiest, whoever's toughest, whoever can have the best game plan. And I think it's all luck of the draw at this point. One injury to every team, and you're screwed. How do you possibly see this team moving on without X? Right? R.J. Harvey gets hurt, God forbid, for the Denver Broncos. They're screwed.
I don't know.
I feel like that team is just one injury. I think every team is just one injury away, and I'm not talking quarterbacks.
Yeah, if you take out quarterbacks, I can't agree with you there. As a matter of fact, I can't name you one. You said R.J. Harvey. I mean, they have 5 running backs. Now, does that greatly dent their chances? Sure.
Right. But I think that's how
But
I think the margins are so thin.
And I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I think the margins are so thin that one misstep could be the difference between you falling out of the playoffs or you going to the Super Bowl because everybody's so close. Except for the Rams and the Seahawks. I just can't get away from the Rams and the Seahawks. Going that to me, well, let's just go ahead and skip forward to the championship and have those two teams play it out for whoever goes to the Super Bowl.
Yep, and if you needed a reason to run from that kicking and screaming, the Tank Spencer kiss of death should be enough for you.
I'll give you a little ding for that one.
We have another super chat.
All right.
Money, all about that money. I do this for my hustle all day.
It's from Rich. He said, fellas, can you tell us which impact players are coming back for each playoff team? The team that looks like it's getting the most healthy at the perfect time is New England. Because I think they're going to get Milton Williams back, if not this week, then next. Will Campbell's eligible to come off IR, I want to say this week. They're the one that I really look at and go, ooh, you are getting healthy at the right time.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know that there's a ton of, and maybe I'm being too literal with how he said this. I don't know there's a ton of impact players that you're going to get back. There are a lot of nice depth pieces that you're going to get back. Because a lot of these guys are just done.
Yeah.
Fred Warner, that's the one that I think there is a possibility, and I'm more gleaning that off what I saw than anything I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned it on the telecast last night. That dude looked like he's ready to go. I mean, look, I know there's a big difference between being on a football field and hyping up a crowd. He looked awful springy.
I can't think of any. I can't think of any others that you would be clamoring to come back. I mean, like Devontae Adams, but that doesn't count. He ain't been gone long. It's just he missed this past game, or he's going to miss tonight. And
he missed last week.
And they're kind of, just holding him off for the playoffs, I imagine.
The Rams are looking at the Falcons going, I don't think we need you to win this game.
Right. Although if Atlanta wins.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it. So we live in a world where if Atlanta wins tonight and they beat the Saints next week, Tampa beats Carolina next week, the Panthers win the division because they win the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think that we would be at the point where the dead Atlanta Falcons can jumble this whole thing up.
You're far too worried about that because they're going to miss out on step one of that tonight.
Possibly.
No.
I mean, we've seen the Rams lose games that don't make any sense before.
It
could happen tonight.
Yeah, we've seen them lose them. We haven't seen them win many of them. They beat the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football, which didn't make any sense. And I swear I took your kiss of death somehow like it'd been in the air and it got stuck to my clothes because we KO'd them. They haven't looked the same since.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons aren't winning tonight, but
we'll see.
I feel real sure in saying that. I'm actually kind of curious how much of the money is on the Rams tonight because whatever it is, it ain't enough.
It ain't enough. 96%.
And I'll bet it's a high number. Get out of here.
Are they loading up on the Falcons?
Against the number. Sharp money's on the Falcons plus 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Money line, 95% on the LA Rams. And frankly,
which makes sense.
I think that's low.
Which makes sense.
Sharp money, oddly enough, on the under.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have seen that coming. Now, I'm living in that sweet hell that only a fantasy football player can know. I was in 5 championship games. 3 of them, that's been decided, and it didn't go my way.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, I'm done in 1. He has Puka, Bijan Robinson, and Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
The other one,
how big's your lead?
100 points.
I don't know.
But in a weird scoring league.
Yeah.
Like Puka scored 95 last week.
That's like a point per carry league as well. So
no, it's quarter point.
Or quarter point per carry.
Quarter point per carry, and quarterbacks get a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield is the only reason that I'm still sitting here alive today. Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
I made a lot of bad decisions. Yeah. Nobody to blame but me.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan Welch and I are playing for a championship, and I have to hope that Matthew Stafford and that was where I had Devontae Adams. He's not going to play. I discovered this last night, or actually like 1 o'clock this morning. So I went and got Colby Parkinson. Figured that was the best shot to take on a tight end to fill that flex spot. By the way, that's why you keep the injured guys in the flex spots, just in case you didn't know, just so you can throw in whoever. Because if he were in a wide receiver spot, I'd have to play like Jordan Whittington
or Tutu Atwell.
Or Tutu Atwell was on that list. David Sills the 5 was also an option. And I wasn't going to do that.
You don't ever want to go David.
No, so I went Colby Parkinson, and I'm hoping that Matthew Stafford and Colby Parkinson can outscore Puka Nacua above 30 points, 40 points.
I don't like your chances.
It was just so disappointing. I mean, how many superstars let us down this week in fantasy? I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs scored 5 points. James Cook had 12. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 14 if you're in a point per carry or a point per reception league.
I mean, this was a bizarre week for sure.
It sucked.
This
was sucked on ice.
Look, if you played against Drake May, T's and P's, because that wasn't fun for you in the least.
I mean, he didn't score a whole bunch. He had like 30 in one of my leagues.
He scored 10 points more than any other quarterback in the league.
Did he really?
The only one close to him was Malik Willis.
Who
I started in a league that I still lost.
Fantasy football's fun.
I mean, it's just goofy. Fantasy football is goofy. I don't know why we do it. It's stupid.
Well, it's because we get to.
I'm angry at it today.
It's because it's what keeps us interested. If it wasn't for fantasy football, I mean, how many of us would tap out? Because Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, I'm sorry, but I'm out. If I only cared about Tampa Bay Buccaneer football like my father does, I would have given up 5 weeks ago and just moved on to whatever else. I don't care. Go watch Mr. Knipples down there in Charlotte.
He's
just banging threes. Oh yeah, that's right. He got hurt over the weekend.
Let's play a fun game. 9 highest scorers in fantasy football this week. I want to see how many you can name.
Oh, good Lord. I have no idea.
Several of them are very obvious.
I have no idea. Just tell me.
Oh, God. Derrick Henry, who had 4,000 yards.
That's a good one.
Would have thought you could have at least gotten there. Brock Purdy, Drake May, Malik Willis, Chase Brown, Christian McCaffrey, Luther Burden, Ramondre Stevenson, Zach Charbonnet.
Hot.
There you go. There's your top 9 scorers of the week.
Good job. Championship week.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Thanks, guys.
Meanwhile, down here in the old single digits, you got a little Bucky Irving, a little Sam Darnold, a little Justin Jefferson, some Brian Thomas Jr., some Jacoby Myers, Jahmyr Gibbs, the 6.
Yeah,
that was sweet.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Fantasy football. If we invested any more in it, we would probably be on a suicide watch list.
I invest a lot in it. I lost a lot of money yesterday. I get a lot of runner-up shares that are about 25% of what the winner gets.
Oh, shoot. Well, at least you get something. Little participation trophy. Thanks for playing, buddy.
Yeah, I don't. Not a big fan of participation trophies. Mm-hmm. I want real trophies. Yeah. And doesn't look like I'm gonna get one of those.
Nope. I hope you guys don't need a miracle tonight on Monday Night Football to win your championship like we do. But if you are in the same place, Throw your scenarios into the chat. I just love to see them.
I need a very specific game from Bijan Robinson. To the best I can tell, that entails 10 carries for 42 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I need him to fall down.
And that's that right there is enough on one side and not too much on the other side.
Yeah.
If aliens land here, I do think trying to explain that to them would be very difficult.
Right.
We play fictitious football that lines up with what happens in real football, and we get angry because they don't care that they score for my team.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy football,
I wish
really,
they cared.
Fantasy football is honestly, it's like betting on strippers at a strip club. Like they don't care; they're just here to get paid. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You see how crazy that sounds when I say it? The more you think about it, the more you're gonna realize how accurate it is. They don't even know you're playing. They're just out here doing what they would have been doing whether you were here or not.
Yep.
But you want them to perform gooder because you're here.
That's right. That's right. We'll take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. You got a super chat you want to throw in there. Do so into the YouTubes. Do we have another one to get to?
No.
No, we do not. Okay, all right. We hit them all. Good. All right. Throw those into the chat. We will return here in the Ingalls studio on ESPN Asheville right after this.
The party's just getting started.
iHeartRadio and ABC bring you Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Join me, Ryan Seacrest, live from Times Square.
Ring in 2026 with performances from 50 Cent, Chappell Roan, Demi Lovato, Diana Ross, Maren Morris, Mariah Carey, Pitbull, Post Malone, and so many more.
It's America's biggest countdown party of the year.
Wednesday night starting at 8.
Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Watch on ABC.
Running a business is hard enough. Don't make it harder with dozens of apps that don't talk to each other. One for sales, another for inventory, a separate one for accounting. That's software overload. Odoo is the all-in-one platform that replaces them all. CRM, accounting, inventory, e-commerce, HR, fully integrated and easy to use, and built to grow with your business. Thousands have already made the switch. Why not you? Try Odoo for free at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
We're getting our praise on every Sunday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. The best artists in gospel music are right here on Throwbacks 101.1. Presented by Ingalls Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingalls studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your number one preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, number one for sports coverage in the mountains.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride. This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving.
Coming to you live from the Ingles studio on ESPN Asheville. We are the Sportsocracy.
It's real lively around here today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We're the only two within, 10,000 feet of this place.
I will be doing a show tonight, also from here. So that'll be fun. Then I'll be the only one here.
Just lonely in the dark, all by yourself.
That's fine. I got Trey to talk to.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Tune in on Fox Sports Upstate, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. They're on 7 and 9.
Yes.
Every Monday night. Fox Sports Upstate 104.9. Fox Sports Upstate.
And tonight we're asking for your New Year's resolutions for your favorite teams, players, coaches, guaranteed humans.
Fire Todd Bowles, please. Straight out of a cannon. Just shove him in that little fake cannon and boo, see how far he goes. Because I really don't see how anybody still has any hope for this.
If Todd Bowles ever disappears, they're going the FBI is going to flip.
Oh,
your
there's going
house.
to be a lot. There's going to be a laundry list of people.
Oh no, you still got a lot of message board guys that are going. Todd Bowles is still the answer.
I hate.
I
those
will
guys.
say your fan base is the craziest fan base.
Well, they're just stupid. They're just stupid and battered down by years of suckitude. That's like, oh, you still have a chance to make the playoffs, and it means so much because nobody's ever won this division 5 years in a row. Who gives a crap? It's not a division worth winning if you're winning it this way.
It's not that we don't appreciate what you're doing. It's that what you're doing is not worth doing.
Yes. This team sucks, in the words of Jeremy Green, and I don't understand how nobody sees it.
Oh no, we all see it.
Like I'm talking about at least the movers and the shakers, right? Because I don't understand how you're at the point where you haven't already made this decision, and maybe it has. Maybe Jason Light and the Glazer kids have already come to the decision that at the end of the year, this thing is over. But if it doesn't end with Todd Bowles being fired, it's a travesty.
I don't think it's going to.
It's disgusting. There's no excuse for it.
So I put some feelers out around the league. Obviously, we're getting ready to congregate at several league functions. So, I've been trying to, hey, when are you landing? Any chance you'd like to give me a ride from the old airport? That'd be swell. So I've had a lot of discussions around teams. This is the best of what I can figure out. Zach Taylor is safe with the Cincinnati Bengals, which is insane. But they don't, and I've been told this by two different people. They don't want to pay him to not coach. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, it is the Cincinnati Bengals.
A business that makes billions of dollars a year, and you're worried about paying $5 million to a coach to not coach.
Crazy.
That's insanity. Everything I've heard from the New York Jets is that Aaron Glenn will be back for another year, which, look, it's the landscape of coaches.
I hate doing the 1 year turn on coaches.
I don't.
But this
not this one.
I was going to say this has been so abysmally bad.
You are a defensive backs coach. You are one game away from being the first team in NFL history to go through an entire season without an interception.
Yes.
You also just set an NFL record for the biggest point differential in any December ever.
Lost by 104 points?
104 points. That's what they lost by in December. They are the first team in NFL history to ever lose 4 games consecutively in December by 23 or more points.
Whew. Good Lord.
Oh, it's terrible.
34-10, 48-20, 29-6, 42-10. Last night.
Awful.
Or yesterday against
Awful.
the Patriots.
But from everything I hear, he's safe. And I will, Jet fans, I will also tell you this. I wouldn't look for you to draft a quarterback. I've heard that everywhere. Because Mendoza's going to be a Raider.
Yes.
And I want to be the first one to say this. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it quite forcefully. Fernando Mendoza is going to be a bust to the levels I'm not sure we've ever seen before.
Why do you say that?
So over the break, I've watched a lot of tape.
Okay.
I really dislike a lot of what I see out of Fernando Mendoza.
Huh.
Put it this way, he won't have first-round grade from me. He won't have second-round grade from me. That's third-round quarterback if I've ever seen one.
Just arm strength. What's his big bugaboo?
He can't handle the blitz. It's kind of Caleb Williams all over again. He really picks on bad defenses, but then you get him against a good one, and everybody only wants to take that Ohio State tape. I don't think that Ohio State defense is as good as everybody thinks it is.
Mm-hmm.
They have good players, but then you go back and watch that tape and realize, okay, of the four of you.
Well, they didn't even score in that game. I mean, prolifically.
No, but he did have a couple high-level throws.
Right.
But then you watch why it happened or what was happening around it.
Right.
And
I mean, like the Penn State throw, right? Like that's the one that everybody looks at and goes, that was the Heisman moment. When he threw that touchdown in the back of the end zone, that without a Herculean effort from his wide receiver would have gone into the crowd.
Mendoza is one of those guys that I think will be – first of all, I don't love quarterbacks that tall. I don't think he's as tall as he's listed.
What's he, 6'7"?
6'5".
6'5".
6'5" and some change.
Okay.
I saw him next to Diego Pavia. Mm-hmm. So either Pavia's a little bit taller than I thought or he forgot the lifts in his shoes. I don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to love Mendoza. Dante Moore will be my number one quarterback in this class. I almost guarantee you. I'm just not sure he's coming out.
Right.
Because I think a lot of these guys are looking at this going, okay, the Saints already have their guy in Shuck. The Giants are apparently enamored with one of the two. I don't know which one it is. I kind of think it's Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, which kind of leads me into, I think there's a better than zero chance Pete Carroll's not back here.
2 wins is kind of unacceptable.
They're awful.
Right. I mean, there's no saving grace here. I kind of feel the same way with the Jets with Aaron Glenn.
There's bad,
but in this scenario, you're gonna take a quarterback. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to match him up with a good offensive coach, right? I mean, that's what you want. Yeah, I'm talking about the Raiders. Like, you want to go and find like the Joe Brady or somebody that is going to.
Well, Joe Brady can't even figure out to play James Cook, the most important bit. If you explain to me how James Cook's playing 50% of your snaps in a sludge game, I'd kill to hear it.
Yeah.
Let's throw Ty Johnson out there. You mean the running back the Jets looked at and went, we're good. But he catches passes real well. Yeah, you know what else he does? Gets absolutely obliterated in pass pro.
Mm-hmm.
Happened multiple times yesterday. I understand what you're saying with pairing Mendoza with an offensive coach. I just don't know who that guy is. I mean, at this point, I'm looking at Clint Kubiak,
mm-hmm.
who for about an hour yesterday, I actually thought had a wager on the Carolina Panthers because that offense was abysmally bad. And then they figured out when Carolina started shooting themselves in the foot. But I just don't think there's a ton of coaches out there that you go, yeah, this is our guy. Yeah, Marcus Freeman just tweeted out less than an hour ago, let's run it back Irish 2026 just to shut everybody up.
Right, like I'm not taking the Giants job.
There's going to be a weird coach that takes a job. I don't know who it is.
Lincoln Riley.
I don't think it would be Lincoln Riley. I just think the luster is so far off that rose that would be a tough sell.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a strange name. I mean, I've heard a name. I'll give you a hint. His name is Alliteration, and he's the coach of a school that's real close to here.
Billy.
I hear it every single time this comes up. Somebody is going to get enamored, and that's who they're going to chase. And the two teams that I keep hearing are the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants.
Can the Raiders get Kevin Stefanski, and then the Browns bring in Bill Belichick? That might be one.
Well,
I mean, I don't think we've seen Kevin Stefanski really have a shot with a quarterback yet.
I mean, he had Deshaun Watson, who's the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but he was no good at that point, and we knew it. I mean, we knew as soon as he came back from the injury, he was no good.
Yeah, or he was in a system that Kevin Stefanski is so unbelievably rigid on. I've always said the Deshaun Watson thing was more Kevin Stefanski than it was Deshaun Watson.
Really?
How many quarterbacks you ever seen come back from that same injury? They look like the exact same guy. Deshaun Watson looked like he didn't even understand what a football was.
Mm-hmm.
And weird, every other quarterback we've chucked out there has been the exact same way. None of them have gotten. I get so irritated when people tell me, "Oh, he's a." This is my Kevin O'Connell rule. Oh, he's a quarterback whisperer. No, he's not. He had success out of one quarterback that then went to Seattle and was every bit as good. Every other quarterback you've ever touched has been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a quarterback whisperer. At this point, there's not a quarterback whisperer. They don't exist. There isn't one. Joe Brady might be the closest thing you got. Brian Daboll would be up there pretty high.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're not good at anything else. Just because you're good coaching a quarterback doesn't mean you're a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess that's the problem I have with a team like the Raiders. That roster is unbelievably bad. Mm-hmm. And nobody will ever convince me that they didn't have a decree to lose starting at least a month ago. Geno Smith ain't coming back here. You want to run him in the ground, more power to you. Ashton Genty, they already know they screwed up. I mean, they know. All you got to do is watch him. He doesn't even look like an NFL running back. I mean, it's like Najee Harris 2.0. There's no vision whatsoever. And I get it, the line's bad. And you know what? Maybe he gets a second act with somebody that does have a line, circa David Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you go, yeah, that guy's good. He's never going to have been worth the 6th pick in the draft.
No.
But I guess that's where my problem lies with the Raiders, is that you're already so far down this rabbit hole. You've already set the 6th pick in the draft on fire. You added all these pieces because they were Pete Carroll, so now you're just going to get rid of them after a year? How did you not know this was a possibility? I thought they were going to be better than this solely because I thought he was a better coach than this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Geno Smith would be able to coax them to 7-10. But you had to know this was in the range of possibilities.
Absolutely.
And then you get into the bigger topic. And I'm going to go on a little 30-second rant here to set up what we're going to do in the next segment, if you'll give me the leeway.
Sure. Name's on the door.
Today is one of those weird days of we're two of the only names on the door guys that are actually working today because we're here for you. We also get very bored very easily when we like talking about football. There's a narrative that you're going to hear on every single show today, and nobody gets it right. And every time I hear people talk about this, it makes me realize you really don't, honest to God, know what you're talking about. And it makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a big kerfuffle with a team we just talked about in the last handful of days.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
The Lowe's Closeout event means the final savings of the season are here. It's your last chance to get deals on seasonal decor, tools, flooring, and so much more. Refresh your home, check off your project list, or simply stock up on the brands you trust. Shop now to grab amazing deals before they're gone. Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 1/7. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Want to save some money in 2026? Stop paying for apps you don't need. The iHeartRadio app is completely free. Live radio stations, music playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet. The number one app for radio is free. iHeartRadio. Listen now.
It's time to kick off the perfect tailgate and take your team to Ingles. Chips and guac made fresh in store every day. The best meat in town, packaged fresh every day. And smiling faces giving you their best every day. Let's be real. In the South, football season is our favorite season of the year. There's a lot to smile about, especially with deals like these. Ingles. Low prices, love the savings.
Ring in the new year with the best meat in town, the Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, celebrating New Year's Eve and New Year's Day with you, and drink specials, and all the smoky barbecue favorites. Gather for the complimentary champagne toast at midnight New Year's Eve, and as for New Year's Day, come early and enjoy a festive Bloody Mary and Mimosa Bar. And the back alley bar will have all the bowls and the playoffs on. From the Bears family to yours, we wish you a flavorful holiday season, and cheers to a new year. BearsBBQ.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Jeremy, you got a weird story for today?
Well, StubHub did a thing. This is one of those things that you feel like when you see this story.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be from The Onion, right? Like, I mean, this can't be a real, honest to God true story.
Well,
but
I mean, this
it is.
This is what you get when you let computers do all the thinking.
So there's a band.
Mm-hmm.
It's named Lamb of God.
Mm-hmm.
They play music the Tank would like. So it's a little
on
aggressive,
a little on the heavy side,
a little heavy,
mm-hmm.
if you will.
Mm-hmm. Not a Christian band.
No, it's certainly not that.
Mm-mm.
This happened in Spartanburg, South Carolina. This just so happened to happen at Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium, which is a place that I see quite often because I work down there as well.
Have you ever been there for an event?
I don't think so.
I went to some little wrestling house show thing that they were doing. Brett, remember me talking about going to see Bret Hart?
Yes.
Yeah, it was at the Spartanburg Memorial Coliseum. It was in the basement though. It was like, have you ever been to the basement of the Civic Center?
Yes.
Yeah. It was like holding an event in that, like in the parking lot.
So
sweet.
So here's what StubHub did if you haven't figured it out yet. So Lamb of God is a heavy metal band.
Yeah.
Andrew Peterson's Behold the Lamb of God is a concert featuring music about the stories of Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These two things could not be more different if they tried. StubHub apparently allowed AI to generate this post. So they made a post saying Lamb of God was coming to Spartanburg Memorial Coliseum. And a bunch of metalheads bought tickets.
Got all excited.
And what they found was Andrew Peterson's Behold the Lamb of God. And you can assume that led to a whole lot of confusion. StubHub has agreed to refunds. They apologized. Our bad. We didn't mean to. We acknowledge the listing for the December 20th event at Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium was misleading and apologize for the confusion this caused. Okay, your apology should be honest. It wasn't misleading. You took a picture of the band and said only Lamb of God at the top of it. I saw the listing. Somebody posted it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's not misleading. That's wrong. It's just not correct. You did a thing that was not right, and you boo-booed.
Uh-huh.
Ahead of the show, we updated the event page and reached out to customers to clarify the event details. Anyone who purchased tickets under the impression this was a different performance is encouraged to contact us. We'll honor a full refund under our Fan Protect guarantee. I would kill to have been in that room when they said, all right, Daryl, you have to call 800 people that bought tickets to this thinking it's a metal show, and it's not. That'll be fun.
Details, people. Details matter.
Yes.
And stop allowing AI to do all of the things for you.
Yes.
That's how this happens.
This is Daryl from StubHub. I would like to talk to Death Razor 422. Is that you?
Death Razor.
I don't believe you have purchased tickets to the event that you believe that you have.
Death Razor.
Oh, so good.
It is very good.
I saw that over the break and laughed until it hurt.
Because you imagined in your head Mongo showing up.
No doubt. He was the first one I thought I'd do. He was the first one.
Because to be honest, I mean, Lamb of God is a little hard for me.
Oh, that's like Guar level.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
there.
it's up there. It just sheer screaming death metal.
And then you get a slew of people like, I don't know, my mother. And in my head, that's exactly how this went. Is that my mom is standing in line with Mongo right behind her.
Oh, yeah.
And both of them are going, I'm confused.
It is so good to see so many souls coming to the Lord at this time of year.
At Sports Tank ESPN. I didn't do that. You get mad at him.
What do you get mad at me for?
Did not do that.
That's exactly what that would be. These ladies, just church ladies, standing there in line going, what? Oh, this is a blessing.
No,
this is a blessing from the Lord.
I know my mother. My mother would go, I believe someone has boo-boo.
But we didn't get to that point. They got everybody before the event.
Not everybody, because some of them showed up.
Oh, no.
Of which I know some of the guys that work for WSPA, you missed an opportunity for some absolute news gold. You show up there with a camera, whoa. You might not win any Emmys.
What are you here for? What are you?
You might not win any Emmys for that one. You'll get some publicity. I promise.
It's not quite as bad as the time that me and my wrestling buddies showed up to stand in line for ECW tickets while everybody else in town was lined up outside the Civic Center camping out for Elton John tickets. That was a fun night.
Oh.
Because we showed up and we were like, yeah, ECW tickets go on sale, and right in the morning we're going to be first in line. And we showed up, and there's a line around the block going down the side of the building to the parking deck.
To Wall Street.
They were lined up all the way down, camping out, lawn chairs and stuff. We showed up, and the news people were there. News 13 was out front doing a live stand-up, and I walked up to, I think it was Frank Crocker, and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, these people are here for Elton John tickets. And I was like, Elton John's coming to town? Interesting. Well, we're here for wrestling tickets.
In my head, Tank's dressed up like the Blue Meanie because of all wrestlers, that's the one that you could pull off. And yeah. I'm going to AI now to make that a thing.
Baby Blue Meanie.
If you enjoyed Leprechaun Elf Tank,
I did.
I think you're really going to enjoy Blue Meanie Tank.
I did. I loved it. I can't wait. BWO.
I will say a lot of people have commented on Leprechaun Tank of, he's really getting better with AI. And I'm like, that's not how that went. Now, why is it wearing 7 gold chains? That I don't know. That was just a happy accident.
Mm-hmm.
The computer took some intellectual properties with that one. And I'm here for it.
It's because I'm so money, and I don't even know it.
Your future is so bright. You indeed have to wear shades. And they're built into your bifocal lenses.
Yes. Everybody did get a kick out of the AI baby Tank elf guy. Got a good kick out of the shirts too. I got to thank you on the air for that. That was a great surprise. So my mom after Jeremy made the AI cartoon of me and Mark getting our awards, Mom contacted Jeremy. Was like, "Hey, can we put that on a T-shirt?" And she bought T-shirts for the whole family and busted them out at our family gathering on Christmas Eve. Nobody had any idea that she had done this, but now everybody in the family has cartoon Mark and Tank shirts that say Triple Crown winner 2025. It's pretty cool, and most people believe that their mom's behind them, and we know that there are good moms out there. I'm glad I have a mom that would put me on a T-shirt. It's pretty cool.
She did. She was very excited about it too.
Pretty cool. So thank you for playing your part in that.
Absolutely.
That was a nice surprise. Everybody in the family got one. We still haven't gotten Mark and Brandy their T-shirts just yet. We actually ended up having an extra one left over, so Mark's mom can have one. So my mom was like, "Can she wear an extra large?" And I went, "She's about 4 feet tall. I don't think she can wear an extra large. But hey, she's got a new nightshirt. Who knows?" It worked out for everybody.
I'll post a picture of it in the on the YouTube.
Oh yeah,
the next commercial.
Yeah. It was great. Anyhow, it was a great Christmas. I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday. I spent yesterday in absolute turmoil, stomach-wise, on my couch because of the horrible football that was being played by my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I started out my football watching day going, "Hey, let's take shots every time Baker Mayfield screws up."
Ooh.
And
how are you here today?
Well, you'll understand how I got about 5 shots in before halftime, and the rest of my day was ruined. I'm too old to play that game with Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, gosh. It's been 2 weeks straight, right? We went to the Carolina game, and Baker throws, of course, the interception at the end of the game that seals any chance of a comeback or anything like that. The only good thing about that was I was the only one, apparently, that left Bank of America Stadium at that time. And I made it back to my doorstep at 5:30. Because we didn't have to wait in line getting out of a parking lot. Everybody was so excited. The Carolina Panthers got the leg up in the division. Whew. What a crappy division we have.
It's not good.
It's terrible. Terrible. The only thing that I learned this weekend, I believe, is don't mess with 4 teams. I've got 4 teams on my list. It's still the Rams, still the Seahawks. It's the Patriots, and I'm warming to the Jaguars.
The Jaguars are pretty easy to warm to. I'm not as all in on New England. That being said, you're playing with house money. So it is always dangerous to play teams playing with house money because you don't have anything to lose.
Absolutely.
That being said,
they're like to me they're like the 2021 Cincinnati Bengals. You didn't really expect you were going to be here this quickly with this quarterback. And if anything, Cincinnati should be a warning sign of take advantage while you can.
You're not guaranteed to be back here.
Absolutely.
Now, it's funny you said that.
Uh-huh.
Because having that number 1 pick is really valuable.
Most years. How valuable is it this year, though?
Having the number 1 pick is valuable every year. Not necessarily because you take it, but because you have it.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Fernando Mendoza is going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. That's foregone conclusion. It's not an assumption. It's a fact. The Las Vegas Raiders are doing everything in their power to just absolutely fall flat on their face to have that pick.
Mm-hmm.
Max Crosby's on IR. Brock Bowers is on IR.
Somebody said in the chat they should be investigated.
Why?
I think it was Eamon reported.
Why?
Tanking.
Who cares? Who cares? That's the topic that everyone's talking about today. Oh, the Raiders are tanking. Who cares? What does it matter? Okay, they're tanking. Yeah, everybody in the building gets fired. The dumbest phrase that anybody will ever use. Oh, it's a culture win. Okay, let's discuss this culture win, shall we? The New York Giants beat the Las Vegas Raiders yesterday. Their running backs were Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. At least one of those guys will not be on that roster next year. They played 5 receivers. Wan'Dale Robinson, who, congratulations, he is the 3rd shortest player to ever have 1,000 yards receiving in a season. I feel like that's another one that Jeremy can go, soup, put that in the win column because I loved Wan'Dale Robinson. Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodgins, Gunnar Olszewski, Dalin Combre, which Dalin Combre sounds like the guy that you should be afraid that your wife is having late-night dinners with. That dude smokes underhanded and makes love with his socks on, for sure.
Underhanded?
Dalin Combre.
What do you mean underhanded?
Move on.
I've never heard
the
that
two
one before.
tight ends were Daniel Bellinger and Chris Manhertz.
Right.
Your defensive stalwarts were such names as Roy Robertson Harris, Elijah Chapman, Chauncey Golston, Darius Masau, Demetrius Flanagan Foles, Tamon. You see how I'm struggling to say these names? That's because I don't know who they are. I evaluate 500 players a year, and I don't know who these dudes are. I've been doing it for 15 years. No clue who these guys are. That idea of a culture-building win is the stupidest thing anybody says out loud because it never works. Oh, the Jets got a win that cost them Trevor Lawrence. They got Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Weird. Trevor Lawrence is going to be, at worst, 3 seed in the playoffs. Zach Wilson is so bad that the Miami Dolphins, when they benched Tua Tagovailoa, jumped him for Quinn Ewers. That's what a culture-building win will get you. Hey, New York Giants, you know that quarterback that you might be looking to replace, because that's been a very popular rumor, that they could still take Mendoza and trade Jackson Dart? You have Jackson Dart because you won a meaningless game last year, which kept you from taking Cam Ward. It's dumb. People get all up in their feelings about tanking. Tanking is one thing in the NBA because you start in about the 3rd week of the season. There are no less than 7 teams in the NBA right now that are actively not trying to win because they want ping pong balls. I get why that upsets you. The Las Vegas Raiders are 2-14. Great chance that half the people in this building are fired. Why would I try to win? Oh, but the players are out there trying. Of course they are. Of course they are. Because most of them are fringe roster guys that are praying to God they can do enough in the last 2 weeks to get on somebody's radar, to get on somebody's 90-man roster for training camp next year. How do you mitigate that? Don't put Max Crosby out there.
Right.
He's already hurt. Why should I put a player out on the field that's already hurt when I'm playing for nothing? That's one thing in the NBA. It's another one I'm asking you to get in 60 car wrecks a week. Ashton Genty shouldn't have played yesterday. Straight up, not debatable. Geno Smith, he has no future with you. What you do with him, I don't really care. If you're playing valuable assets, and I'm looking at the New York Jets, I'm looking at the New York Giants, I'm looking at the Las Vegas Raiders, the Arizona Cardinals, the Washington Commanders, the Tennessee Titans, Cleveland Browns. You're not doing your job. Because if you get one of these guys hurt and it flows into next year, that's moronic. Now, if you want to have culture wins, that's fine. Do what the New Orleans Saints did. Now, does it screw your draft position? Absolutely. But you actually built something. You built something because you have Tyler Shuck and Chris Olave and Chase Young, and you've won 4 games in a row, and you're hot to trot going into the offseason, and you look like a nice Vogue pick to win this god-awful division next year because there's a possibility that you're going to finish in a tie for second. That's still on the board. That can still happen. That's how you build a culture. This meaningless 2 weeks left to go in the season, it doesn't mean squat. None of these guys are going to be on this roster. It doesn't matter. This coach is not going to be here. If you have pieces, by the way, this would be why you don't recycle coaches every year. This would be why you don't walk into a season with a lame duck coach like Brian Daboll. The New York Jets know exactly what they are. They trotted out a team yesterday that was honestly probably would not be favored in the college football playoff. And I mean that. I watched more of it than I should have. Not a ton, but more than I should have. That team would not have been favored against Ohio State. But they're NFL players. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Mm-mm.
I could count on one hand the number of honest-to-God NFL players on that football field.
Stephen Tao says, Garrett Wilson still leads the Jets in receiving.
His last catch was October 13th.
Right, despite the fact that he hadn't played in 2 months.
Yeah, it's pitiful.
Right.
There is a huge difference in tanking in the NFL and a huge difference in tanking in the NBA. In the NFL, once I'm eliminated, there's no reason for me to put wear on these guys like Max Crosby, like Brock Bowers, like Ashton Genty. There's no reason.
Yep.
You're doing yourself a disservice by doing it. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to go down the draft position rabbit hole, fine. I think that's myopic and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The owner of that team will be the owner of that team a year from now. The head coach may not be. But that's the problem. The problem is that when you have a coach that's trying to save their job and an owner that's looking at the next 10 years of this franchise, you're swimming in opposite directions. That's how you get guys hurt late in this season. This ain't the NBA that's Charmin soft. All right, what's his name? Con Knipple?
Yeah.
He come out here and fire up threes and not ever actually touch another person. In the NFL, I'm asking you to go full speed. And I got news for you. That team on the other side, they are going full speed. Mm-hmm. Those guys are going full speed, even if they're dead like the Giants are. Because guess what? They got a slew of players, too, that I'm chucking out here just to get through the game. That's it. So when you hear people say, tanking it's a part of the game. It's like the Pro Bowl. You want to have an all-star game in football. The only problem is it doesn't make sense for me to put 100 all-stars out on a football field and have them play at full speed because you can get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries in this sport are 4 times higher than they are in any other sport. It's just one of those things. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen forever. And the smart teams know how to use it. New Orleans, you should feel really good. You did this right. Mm-hmm. You played out the string. You may finish 7-10. You're going to pick at 10. That probably won't be great, but you did draft 2 of the 6 best players in this last draft class this year. McShay's redraft, Chuck went 1, Kelvin Banks went 3 or 4, one or the other. That's pretty good. The New York Giants, they have an outside linebacker who's really good when he's on the field, but might be the biggest head case in the NFL. The Las Vegas Raiders took a running back at 6 that was never going to pan out the way you wanted him to. You got to put those guys in mothballs.
Yep.
You don't have enough good players.
Yep. It's how players get hurt. Futures get squandered. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
When you make safe driving decisions, death doesn't have anyone to play with. Don't drive impaired, and don't play with death. A message from the Governor's Highway Safety Program. More at ncdot.gov/drive safe.
We're getting our praise on every Sunday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. The best artists in gospel music are right here on Throwbacks 101.1. Presented by Ingles Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. It's a fantastic place to be. Not only do they have the back alley bar, which is a great place to watch the game, but of course they have the best meat in town. And they have 2 locations in Asheville for you to check out. It's on the South Slope in downtown Asheville, 135 Cox Avenue, and then inside Sweeten Creek Brewing on Sweeten Creek Road in South Asheville. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue has a special invitation for you to come out and join them on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. They're going to have all the bowl games on at the back alley bar, plus there's going to be a complimentary champagne toast at midnight on New Year's Eve. Then on New Year's Day, to help get over the hangover, mimosas and Bloody Marys to start the day. BearsBBQ.com. It'll be a festive scene to start out the new year at Bears Barbecue, downtown Asheville on the South Slope. BearsBBQ.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingalls studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, #1 for sports coverage in the mountains.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
From the Ingalls studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler, an iHeart radio station, guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell!
Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on the YouTubes. Just go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. Today is
Overreaction Monday.
And it is time for the Daily Draft. Stock up, stock down from the weekend, or from the holiday week, I guess we should say. Do you have an overarching number one that you're just itching to take?
No. So I thought,
okay,
we would go stock up, stock down for 2025.
Oh, for the whole year.
For the whole year.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
Whose stock has changed the most significantly in the year 2025?
Huh.
At this point, you shouldn't be going wildly stock up, stock down from a team in week 17. First of all, you have 8 teams that aren't even trying.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
My biggest one of the year is stock down Michigan.
Okay.
I get it. You're happy that you hired Kyle
I was
Whittingham.
going to say, that's weird, because if we did stock up, stock down, I think I was going to take that one. The hiring of Kyle Whittingham.
I don't think it's as good as you do. All right, so justify to me what it is about Kyle Whittingham that you like so much.
Oh, I think PR-wise, it's just, it was a home run.
PR-wise doesn't win you anything.
Really?
No. Okay. Who cares? What happened to you with Jim Harbaugh? Oh, God, how much money did we – oh, wait, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. The NCAA is so worthless at this point. A G Leaguer just signed with Baylor, and they can't do anything about it. I want you to think about what I just said. A guy playing professional basketball on a 2-way contract just decided, you know what? I want to go back to college. He's already been drafted. He was the 31st pick of the draft. He was in the Karl Anthony Towns trade. And he just decided, yep, you know what? I want to go back to school.
Now, if you can play professionally in Italy and come over here and play college, why can't you do it here?
They can't figure out how to stop it. Now, it's a very certain criteria you have to meet. If you remember, you and I talked about this years ago. It was the Randolph Morris rule. Technically, if you never sign an agent, well, now the agent doesn't matter because you all have agents.
Right.
Money doesn't matter. That's how insanely worthless the NCAA is. So you're worried about PR. Why? Because you think the fans will stop showing up? No shot. No shot. You literally could have hired anybody, still sell that stadium out in September.
Sure you could.
So who are you worried about the PR with? The media?
It's
Us?
the public perception, yeah.
Who
You get the
cares?
media off your back.
Who cares?
They do. There's a lot less headaches to deal with when you don't have the media breathing down your neck.
You say they do. They were going to let Sharon Moore coach the Citrus Bowl. You'll never.
Of course they were.
That is
Until everybody found out what he did.
They already knew it. They've known it for months.
Yeah, but nobody else knew. That was the problem.
Okay, so again, that kind of steers to my. They don't really care what you think. It had just gotten so bad. If you cared what people thought, you'd have fired him as soon as you found out. You wouldn't have waited until he showed up at somebody's house threatening to kill himself. Like that's. I mean, you let this go so unbelievably far that there's for me with Michigan, there's 2 paths. You either give so little excrement about what people think that it is impossible to wrap my brain around, or you are so unbelievably stupid that every one of you should be fired and they should just melt that athletic program down.
Agreed.
That's how bad this actually is. They are the biggest loser. And now I'm going to get into the football side of this. This is a football show. Is Kyle Whittingham a good coach?
I would say so. I mean, he had Utah competitive, right? Pretty much every year he was there.
Is he a great coach?
No. I wouldn't say so.
Is this really any different than when they hired Brady Hoke?
I mean, they hope it is.
Yeah, but don't really care about hope. Is it really? This is still a coach that in a mediocre conference was good, not great. He won the Mountain West once, won the Pac-12 pretty much after everybody was either gone or on life support. It doesn't do much for me. I heard all these people saying, oh, it's such a great hire. Look what Michigan did.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. If Lane Kiffin had said no to LSU, how many coaches did they have to go through before they got to Kyle Whittingham? And is it 3 digits? Because I think it might be 3 digits.
That might be a little far.
I'm not sure it is.
I mean, he might be 30th on the list.
That's kind of my point.
Right. So I don't know if they've got to 100 first, but
your high water mark is that you hired a 66-year-old poor recruiter from the 5th best conference in the country.
Is he a poor recruiter?
He never finished in the top 30.
Well, I mean, he never had the
even in the Big 12.
That's what I'm saying.
Didn't have the opportunity. Yeah. Texas Tech's finishing in the top 20.
Sure.
Utah's got money.
They don't spend that money.
Utah's got money. Not like Texas
Tech.
But
that's what I'm saying, though. They don't spend it. They haven't spent it.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to spend it, it has to yield something. He's never shown an ability to yield squat. He just hasn't. Your high water mark is that you hired a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopie-doo.
Interesting you went with Michigan for your number one, because I'm going to stay in the state of Michigan for my number one. My number one is the Detroit Lions.
That's a good one.
Because what would you say are you doing right now? It's a team that at the beginning of the season we all had Super Bowl aspirations for. The offense still looks like it should be Super Bowl worthy at times. Your defense is atrocious. And you can't win to save your life right now. I mean, in a game that you had to have, you showed up against the Minnesota Vikings and pooed your pants.
Who had 3 passing yards.
Yeah.
3.
How's that happen? How does a team go from we will run through any wall for this guy to we laid down like an old dog at the radiator against Minnesota when we had to win to try to make the playoffs?
Now, can I give you the glass half full of this?
Please.
Every offensive mind in this league will trip over themselves to get this job.
Absolutely.
Because John Morton's done.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's taking the fault, and it's going to be you, big dog. Because it's not going to be Kelvin Shepard. Who, by the way, I know that defense hasn't been good. I absolutely love that guy, and I think he fits so well with Dan Campbell. There will be offensive, I'll just make a bet with you. I'm not going to tell you a name.
Mm-hmm.
I have one in the back of my head, but there will be some young 32-year-old hotshot that takes this job, and that team's going to look real similar a year from now to where they were. I love Ben. You know that.
Yep.
He ain't the only one that can make those offensive pieces work.
Right.
If you can't make that offense work, and I get it, they had some line instability. I understand that. If you can't make that offense work, you're not very good at this.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, Dan Campbell, if you had called me and asked me, I would have yelled, "Please God, no," into the phone as loudly as I could have. You made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Treat it as a blip.
Mm-hmm.
Come back next year. Be great again.
Yep. Second pick here, I'm going stock up. My number one stock up for the 2025 NFL season has to be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That is not who I thought you were.
Not 5 minutes ago, I actually said, I'm starting to warm to the fact that the Jacksonville Jaguars might be able to go all the way.
They're good.
And I never would have said that.
They're good.
I mean, beginning of the season, I can't remember what our projections were. We might have had them second in this division behind the Houston Texans. Maybe the Colts. Maybe we had them third behind the Colts, too.
No, I wasn't as high on. You were higher on the Colts than me. Oddly enough, we've both been right. That's rare. When two people can be diametrically opposed about a team, and you were both right, depending on what day you check by work.
But for a team to roll through, how many we at right here? We're at 7 wins in a row for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're 2 weeks removed from putting a spanking on the number one team in the playoffs.
Crazy thing is, the last loss they had, they were up 29-7.
Mm-hmm.
They were up 29-7.
Yep, let it slip away.
And if it wasn't for that, I believe they've won 10 in a row.
Yes, you are correct. With the only losses on their schedule to the Seahawks and the Rams, who we believe are the team, or who I've been saying are the two teams that I think have the most legit shot to win the whole thing right now.
Look, and that loss to the Jaguars, or that
Bengals.
loss to the Texans, that's no slouch. That loss to the Bengals was still early on. They couldn't even hardly get plays in.
Mm-hmm.
They've hit a stride here. That team's really good. That was not the team I thought you were going to say. I had actually already mentally prepared that I was going to take them. So I will go the New England Patriots.
It's a good one.
Hey, you remember 2 years ago when you were starting Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones? That feels like it was 1,000 years ago, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't to me. But, I mean, as a fan of a team in your division that just cannot get quarterback right, I am not shocked that you did in very short order. And now Randy asked this earlier, we took quarterback head coach combinations before the season, or earlier in the season, I think. And Drake Vrabel was my one. I think it still would be. We've got some competitors that I didn't necessarily see coming. Liam Cohen, Trevor Lawrence. I would still take Vrabel Drake one. I've thought about this for an hour.
Yeah.
I would still take him one.
Mm-hmm.
It's closer now than it was. But, I mean, if you're New England could get beat 46-0 in the first round. This is still light years ahead of what you thought it was going to be.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to lie. I don't think this team's going to survive. I do not think they will fare well in the playoffs.
I think they'll be just fine.
I don't, and it's more because of who I think they're going to play than anything.
Who's standing in their
Buffalo.
way?
Buffalo's the one I'm looking at going, you really don't want that to happen. I know you think you do. You don't.
We get Buffalo at home. That doesn't scare me that bad.
Probably should.
Okay. If I can get old Josh Allen to keep running the other way, that doesn't scare me like it normally should.
My next one is a stock down Clemson Tigers. I'm not one to take a victory lap.
Stop.
Oh, wait. I actually think I am. That's exactly what I've told you was coming. And I hate to tell you this. You can fire every offense coordinator. You can do whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have a coach that's the world's best typewriter salesman, and the computer's been out for several years now.
Mm-hmm.
It is shocking working in that market now how different the tenor around that program is. It is shocking when I talk to agents around the sport how different the tenor around that program is. You're not recruiting well. I want to say their current recruiting class is like 30. I remember SMU's was better than theirs, and I went, yep, that's I can't say you've jumped the shark, but I can say the shark's not looking too good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck on one thing with Clemson. I've been stuck on it forever. Name me in the last half decade the offensive player that came to Clemson and got better. I give you a hint. There ain't one.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you got to go all the way back to DeAndre Hopkins or Deshaun Watson. It's been a long time. And coaches talk about that. We've got elite offensive players. I don't want Dabo to have them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Garrett Riley. Garrett Riley's he's part of the problem. He's not all of it. The problem is that your system is not built for this. You want to bring guys along over the course of 4 and 5 years. These guys don't want that. They're looking at 3 years to the league. That's it. And your absolute reticence to play young guys, your absolute reticence to play the transfer portal, it's going to doom you. And now you're right back where you started. Your national title run, that was cute. I told you 5 years ago. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because Florida State's better at this than you are, and they can't get out of their own way. They have more money than you. They have better facilities than you. You're both stuck in a dead-end conference, and everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Your TV deal sucks. Your media rights deal sucks. And you're stuck. I tried to tell you this long before it ever happened. And now you're here. And you go into next year, you won't be ranked in the preseason poll. I'll promise you that. And you're going in with no expectations whatsoever. That's an 8-4 team, and it is, I mean, screaming from the mountaintops, that's an 8-4 team at best.
Mm-hmm.
Gambit fan said, well, that's a lie. You do not hate to tell them that. You're right. I enjoyed that a lot.
He loves
that. That was a late Christmas present to me.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. Stock up, stock down from the entire year. Whose year has been the worst or the best? We'll continue the draft after this.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown.
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back. Iron Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? That's all Tech's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon. ESPN Asheville.
If you or a loved one have been a victim of crime, the North Carolina Department of Public Safety Office of Victim Compensation Services provides programs to help you find peace of mind. We are here to help you apply for benefits that you may qualify for to recover from hardships such as lost wages and medical expenses. To learn more, visit ncdps.gov/4victims. That's ncdps.gov/4VICTIMS.
We're getting our praise on every Sunday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. The best artists in gospel music are right here on Throwbacks 101.1. Presented by Ingalls Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
We are back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It's an Overreaction Monday. Stock up, stock down. Not from the weekend, but for the entire year of 2025. As we close out the year with our final 2 programs of 2025, today and tomorrow. It'll be another holiday week where we're with you today. Tomorrow's a
Football Tuesday.
That's right. We'll get you
I
set.
will be live from the menorah tomorrow. My wife is out of town, and if that office currently looks like a disaster area, because I have just been throwing stuff. I can't even remember what trip we went on. My wife bought me luggage for Christmas because I've been stealing hers.
Mm-hmm.
She left for a trip a couple days ago and had to empty a suitcase that I had packed like 4 months ago. She just kept pulling stuff out. I was like, I wondered where that went. Like half my clothes, I went, hey,
there that is.
So,
nobody's shot.
I will be live from the Menor. I will also be live from the Menor tonight.
Good. Fox Sports Upstate 104.9. You can find it on the iHeartRadio app, 7 to 9, Overtime with Jeremy Green.
We do know that the setup works here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to see if the mobile setup works, because I'm doing a show from location 4 weeks from today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of important.
Exactly. Just doing a little testing of all of the systems. Again, 7 to 9 on Monday nights, Fox Sports Upstate on the iHeartRadio app. Overtime.
You can also find it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly. Streams it, all the good things.
And tonight I should be able to actually answer the questions you asked me in the chat, because I won't be using Tank's god-awful screen over there.
All right, you went stock down for the Clemson Tigers.
Correct.
Okay. I will go stock. I don't know whether I should go stock up or stock down.
That's a bad sign.
For the Tank Spencer kiss of death.
Oh.
Is that an up or down? Because, I mean, it has been quite successful this year. But it's not a positive.
Well, depending on who your team is, it may not be an up or down. It might just be an upper decker.
Washington Commanders fans, my apologies.
That would be where you defecate in the tank. And then,
Oh, yeah. Did I ever tell you the story when my father-in-law left an upper decker for Tom Glavine?
Do you have there's 20 cool stories in your life, and you go, I can only say one of them every 6 months.
Yes.
You're running low because we've been doing this show about 10 years now.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
If we have, I don't remember it, and I'm not positive right now is the time.
He was a contractor in Atlanta, and he was doing, I think it was Tom Glavine. It was either Tom Glavine or Steve Avery. It was one of their houses, and he had an issue with the bill. The bill wasn't getting paid, and so he left a little surprise in the master bathroom, left him an upper decker. And I've always wanted the opportunity to ask that to said baseball player. Like, hey, just curious, when you bought your house in Atlanta, had it built in, what was this, 1993, you ever remember finding something in the toilet? Because that was my father-in-law. Anyhow.
That's a bizarre.
It is. It's a crazy story. Anyway. The Tank Spencer kiss of death has been thriving.
That's also
all
one
year
reason
long
that I believe less and less in New England every time you just wax poetic about it.
Well, it hasn't worked for the Rams yet. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. They still have to play Atlanta tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just tempted the fates. I am scared
of what's to come. My next one is a big old stock down for the NCAA bowl games. Have you seen a single second of a bowl game?
Pop-Tart Bowl.
I have not. I do not even kind of care.
Look, I am here again for the 50-11th time saying just play these games at the start of the next year. You've killed this.
Right.
In the words of the great Sam Elliott, you ruined it. It's dead. Okay? It's dead as a doornail dead. There were tens of people
at the
Pinstripe Bowl.
The only people that care about this are the dumb ones. Right? Like anybody posting on social media of, hey, look, BYU didn't show. Right. The SEC's lost 4 bowl games. Look at that. Who gives a crap?
It means
less than nothing.
It's funny you said that because I've been in this argument no less than 20 times in the last 5 days.
Well, the SEC didn't deserve 5 teams in. They can't win a bowl game. Excuse me?
I actually, at one time over the last 5 days, the clipboard on my phone had a copied message that just said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid would you say you are?
Mm-hmm.
But you might be really smart about other things. That is the dumbest argument ever.
The SEC's so overrated they can't even beat Virginia.
Because no one played in the game.
Did Eli Drinkwitz even coach in the game?
I'm not sure he did.
Is he holding out for the transfer portal or something? Currently, there is a game happening. Currently, there's a bowl game happening right now. The Birmingham Bowl, featuring Appalachian State and Georgia Southern. And I would love to know what that number is.
Television
number. 15,000 people are watching that right now.
Oh. But Monty Jones got 86,000, so I'm going to say it's somewhere in the 150,000 range.
That might be.
That's my line.
That might be accurate.
Television static will get 75,000.
Right. Tomorrow we get treated to Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech in the Independence Bowl.
Don't care.
Meanwhile, Music City is going to be rocking with the Tennessee Volunteers against the Illinois Fighting Illini. Woo!
Don't care.
No, not a single one of these games means anything to anybody.
Don't even
and this is why I stand by. I think we need the playoff. I think we need the secondary playoff, the NIT, whatever you want to call it. The group of 6 chance to beat your chest. That's where you belong.
I mean, and I'm fine with that.
I mean, if anything, it just generates a little bit of interest in these bowl games because right now there's none.
I want to put the cart before the horse. Or I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
I care way less about that than taking these ancillary bowl games and pushing them at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is stupid. Any kid that gets hurt in one of these bowl games legally should be allowed to sue the NCAA. That's how stupid this is. How far down this rabbit hole you've gotten of now we're going to put guys with 2 weeks' notice in a position that you have to play because, and I'm trying to remember now which team it was. There was a team that I saw, and I just saw it on Twitter. They were starting their 4th string running back.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was either opted out or transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
That's insanity. That is completely insane to ask guys to do this at the end of the year. Put it at the front of the year, play it in week 0. But the guys that earned it don't get to play. The guys that earned it don't play now. What does it matter?
Mm-hmm. At least at that point, you would get everybody's best shot. First game of the season, you come out of the gate, Duke, Arizona State. I mean, that could generate interest for the first week of a season. When you put
it's
it,
a free game.
Right.
It doesn't count to the rest of your schedule. Nobody's allowed to schedule in week 0. Those are just the bowl games from the previous year. They're all neutral site, and it's a leg up on your following year schedule.
See, I don't like that. I've never liked the fact that they don't count bowl games in statistics and stuff. It used to not make sense to me. Now I get it. Now they're completely irrelevant and nobody plays and blah, 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 blah. But back in the day, the fact that you had separate records. I remember getting into the Herschel Walker. His official NCAA stats.
Yeah, I don't care about any of
that. Did
that.
not include the bowl game.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Couldn't care less. That means less than nothing to me. But because it's not apples to oranges. Because right now, if you play in the playoff, let's say, and this is just a hypothetical, a running back that plays in the playoff every single year, there's a chance that he winds up playing a full season more than Barry Sanders did. The stats don't matter. That argument's long dead, and there's nothing you can do to rehash that because the schedule's gotten bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. I care about rewarding the program because nothing rewards the program. Right now, the fact that you're playing in the I'm trying to think of the Birmingham Bowl that you just said earlier. Adam Black said, "Is there any money left in it?" Not really. I mean, even the swag bags. You can look at some of these guys on TikTok that are showing what they're. It's a watch and a pullover. That's nothing compared to what it was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So
these dudes were getting swag bags that had $3,000 worth of stuff in it. PlayStations and
I specifically remember, not even for a BCS bowl game. I remember a kid showing what he got in his swag bag, and the bag itself was a Gucci bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening anymore because the money's not there. Nobody cares. Make it kickoff weekend. And you look at these games, Texas, Michigan to start next year.
Banger.
That's way more interesting. And the only detriment here is that, well, it could be a different coach or a different roster. It's a different coach and a different roster now.
Yeah. I don't care about that.
I don't either. Set that up. Give yourself 9 months of buildup. Because that game will be, August 22nd?
Mm-hmm.
You start building that bad boy now. You give people 9 months to schedule a end of summer vacation at Michigan, Texas. In, Orlando? Yes. I think it's in Orlando.
Yes.
That actually makes sense. This doesn't. This is a joke. I've seen those games on and willfully changed the television that I wasn't even watching. It was just on. I don't even want you to think I watched this.
Right. Don't even want to wait just in case some monitor shows that I stopped on it.
And the win comment of the day.
Yep.
From Kelvin Joyner.
Mm-hmm.
Every bowl should be organized by the same people who designed the Pop-Tart Bowl. That's exactly right. And I think there are a lot of fun potential sponsors there. Duke's Mayo's up there pretty high as well.
Gross.
It's gross.
Well,
yes.
I don't like these celebrations.
It's a lot easier to celebrate with a Pop-Tart than it is with mayonnaise. Now, why Duke's has not figured out, maybe put the mayonnaise on something. Maybe call Colonel Sanders.
They do. They put the mayonnaise on the coach.
Yeah, and I don't
disgusting.
Like that. Maybe call Colonel Sanders and be like, hey, can we get some chicken? And we can put the mayonnaise on the chicken. Because that's delicious.
Like the Cheez-It Bowl. You're going to get a Cheez-It bath.
Oh,
can we
Cheez-Its.
stop doing that?
I love Cheez-It. Don't talk bad about Cheez-It Bowl. That's probably 3. I like a Cheez-It.
Wow.
I do. I like a Cheez-It.
I didn't know. I didn't know your love of Cheez-Its went that far. I have no idea what that was.
I think we might be under terrorist attack. That was the loudest noise I've ever heard from that side.
Possibly, yeah.
Awesome. And we're the only two here.
Yeah, great idea. Okay, back to you for the daily draft.
We're going
to go investigate what that noise was.
We need to see that someone didn't just die on the other side of the building.
And we'll be right back here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Back in the Ingalls studio next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy, and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. The Lowe's Closeout event means the final savings of the season are here. Grab amazing deals on seasonal decor, tools, flooring, and so much more. Valid through 1/7. Selection varies by location, while supplies last.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
'Twas the day before Christmas, and at the North Pole, the elves were all gleeful, mind, body, and soul. The gifts they were wrapping the cookies were yummy with Ingalls ingredients to delight every tummy. The joy in the air was as thick as the snow, and Santa was prepping to make Christmas a go. From making to baking, content as you please, when off in the distance they heard a loud sneeze. Santa was sick, and this just wouldn't do, so the elves hopped a sleigh and to Ingalls they flew. OJ and honey and tissues galore, they grabbed every cure as they ran through the store. Christmas was saved, cause those elves were amazing. With big thanks to Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cot?
All right, we are back in the Ingalls studio. Thankfully, it is not on fire. There's power surge.
Something exploded.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Something popped in the hallway. Not sure what that was. Lights blinked. It's one of those things that kind of gives you a fright when you're the only ones in the building.
This
but
is my last day here for the year, so I just have to make it to 301, get the things, and away.
Be gone. We'll have a Football Tuesday for you tomorrow, and then off for the rest of the week for the New Year's holiday. It is the daily draft. We are up to, we'll see, you've got 2 picks here, Jeremy.
I do.
So your 4th selection, after you went stock down Michigan, stock up New England, stock down Clemson. This is for the entire year, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Stock up, stock down, not from the week, but from the entire year.
Stock down Washington Commanders. From where you started to go what's probably going to end up 4-13 is just a drastic fall.
Yep. 12-5 last year. And this year, now you lose your quarterback. There's not a lot you can do.
People forget this team was 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone 1-10 since.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, some of them have just absolutely been built to keister. Washington is, I'm going to do a good amount of stuff with those guys in the offseason. It's hard for me to look at Washington and really even understand what I'm looking at, because I don't know where you go from here. I can't figure out where you are. Are you in a place to bring back Debo? I don't know. I just don't know. I think you did some good things with the draft picks that you had. I think you added some good players. But as to what you said, when you lose your quarterback, everything comes tumbling after. The question is, why did it come tumbling after this badly? I mean, it's one thing for just everything to unravel. You had Marcus Mariota, which is not a terrible backup solution. You should have been able to win a handful of these games. And you just couldn't. It looked like a rudderless ship for a lot of the year. And, I don't think Dan Quinn's in any kind of danger or anything like that. You're still riding the high of last year. But he goes into next year in very much a prove-it year.
No doubt.
You also got to ask a lot of questions about that offense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of questions about that offense. You also only have 1 pick in the top 100 this year, I believe. It's either 1 or 2. I know it's not the full complement.
No. But fully healthy, they should be a competitive team.
Should be. Yeah.
So let's just hope that the offseason puts them back where they need to be, health-wise. All right, 5.
Stock down Kansas City Chiefs. It finally happened.
Mm-hmm.
We warned you that this can happen. It's funny to me, I'm already seeing the excuses of, Tom Brady tore his ACL in his 9th year as well. Mm-hmm. He did in week 1. Mm-hmm. You did in week 15. You were already doomed by the time that happened. I am really curious to see where Kansas City goes from here. You're going to get an elite pick. I mean, Kansas City's picking in the top 10 right now. That screams Jeremiah Love to me. And you add an offensive piece to this, you're going to have to deal with that line because the line is just not good enough. You don't have the weapons that you need. Mm-hmm. The defense can hold its own. I don't think it can win games for you. And so now you're right at that weird crux of a dynasty. You know, Tom Brady really skewed us here. They don't tend to last this long. Mm-hmm. This tends to be, you had that 6 appearances in 9 years. That's the end. Now you got to figure out a second act with an aging coach and a quarterback coming off a knee injury and not a whole lot else. And you may be doing it without Tay-Tay's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. You should.
I'm already tired of that.
I was going to say, you should be.
No doubt, because he looks like he runs about an 8.6 40 right now.
Right. What is the second act? Is the second act the Jeremiah Love led offense? What?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll read it after we're done with this draft.
Okay. All right.
That is strong from Kevin Mullen.
Okay. You went stock down Kansas City Chiefs. You've already done.
While you're thinking, Stephen Tao asked, how much of next year will Mahomes miss? I don't think he'll miss a second of it. I think he'll be in the lineup week 1.
Yeah, I would say he might at most miss the first 2 games.
If they have to put him in a hyperbaric chamber and he hangs upside down like a bat, they will find a way to get him on that field.
Right. I got one I just discovered last night because yesterday, as I told you, I went through and I got sick yesterday. Spent most of the day just absolutely miserable. Woke up yesterday about 9 o'clock in the evening and watched a movie called Him. Have you heard of this film?
No, that's one with Marlon Wayans.
This is the one with Marlon Wayans in it.
How is this in your end of your stock?
This is a stock because it's fresh in my mind, and it's the worst thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
If you didn't watch that trailer in 20 seconds and go, that is awful.
And I'm going stock down for Tank Spencer for wasting his time watching that movie. And I would highly recommend that no one else ever do that.
I think it's funny. Tank has taken himself 2 times in the end of year stock up, stock down.
2 times.
And sadly enough, I can't tell him he's wrong.
That wasn't planned. I was just sitting here thinking, like, God, that movie was so terrible, and I can't get it out of my brain, like how bad it was.
It was on my Fire Stick because DC Streams is that's where all of our cable comes from.
Right.
On the Fire Stick, that preview was up on the top thing, like the thing you can't get away from. It's gonna play. I got 12 seconds of that, and I specifically remember looking at Amy going, I'll guarantee you that's the worst movie that's made this year.
Mm. I went, ooh, football movie.
Marlon Wayans trying to play anything serious. That's really all I needed.
Right, it was hard to try to watch that movie, and he's trying to be like serious and edgy, and like it's supposed to be a horror flick. It's very, very graphic. But anyway, he's trying to be all serious, and the only thing I can see is "Don't be a menace" to South Central. Going, I can't take you seriously.
I can't figure out which was worse, that movie or that pick. You got one more.
Last one, I will go stock
so many options
down
here
for Kevin Patullo.
That's a good one.
Because I cannot understand any of this. I don't know why you're still employed. I don't know why they still allow you to call plays. There has got to be some third level quarterback's assistant or something that could do a better job of calling plays for an all-star offense.
Demagnetize his key card immediately.
I do not understand how you look at last night and Nick Sirianni coming off the field going, yeah, nobody's asking questions now.
No, we are.
No, we most certainly are.
You just won a game where you didn't complete a pass in the second half. Yes, we're asking many questions, most of them of you.
Yes.
Did you notice A.J. Brown just completely rolls his eyes as he walks by him?
Most definitely.
Like, will you shut up, please?
Who cares? Like, this guy is a joke.
That's the thing about
it's weird how we went from, God, Kevin's Nick Sirianni really has this team in his bag, and then all of a sudden, nope, no, we don't.
That's the thing about clowns. Clown's cute for a kid's birthday party. You don't want to go to the bar with a clown.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't. Big goofy nose, big goofy shoes. That clown wears out. And I'm telling you, he's worn out there in Philadelphia. That leads me to mine, because I teased this earlier and I haven't said it yet. Stock down Lamar Jackson. If you haven't read the report that came out of Baltimore this week,
what did it say?
It may be the most damning thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
Lamar doesn't want to work out at certain times. He doesn't want to, and everybody on that team is looking at him going, well, there's a set of rules for us and a set of rules for you.
Yep.
And it makes every single thing that's happened in Baltimore make sense. His play on the field was enough for me to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have been insanely bad at times. If that is true, and all I know is the reporter that it came from has been historically pretty accurate in Baltimore. I cannot remember his name. If I had the article pulled up, I'd tell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Jameson Hensley, actually, now that I think about it. It was a lot. And if it had been any other quarterback, I don't think it would have caught me the way this one did, because Baltimore hasn't made any sense to me.
Right.
It doesn't make sense to me that this team is this talented and I like this coach and everything should have been hunky-dunky, and now we're here.
Kevin Mullins says, does he have an office yet? It's the old Russell Wilson in Denver thing. I like it.
Good. That's good.
Special treatment for a quarterback never goes over. I mean, not in this sense.
This was bad.
Right.
I mean, this whole story was like, what did we do here?
No good. We'll have to tell our crime stories tomorrow.
Yeah, because we've got a couple super chats we've got to hit before we get out of here. We you know what? It's still vacation for us, so we're not necessarily clicking on all cylinders.
Hey, it's fun.
And there may have been a implosion on the other side of the building, and we could be in imminent danger. We don't know.
We're getting into him.
Cause it's all about the money. All about that money.
All right, the first one from Kevin Mullen.
Nope, Adam Black.
Adam Black.
Jeremy, can you attempt to explain what Bryce Young is? Is he or Canales the problem with the unbelievable inconsistencies?
Yes.
No, it's not that simple. Carolina is an overachieving team. At the end of the day, look at the weapons. All right, I love Mitchell Evans. He was a developmental prospect. I liked Jatavian Sanders. Xavier Legette was never super high on my list. Jalen Coker was a borderline draftable player. When you look at the weapons on this team, they're not good enough. Bryce Young is not good enough to prop up mediocre weapons. Dave Canales, I think, scheme-wise, is pretty good, but he also knows he has limitations. And if he asks Bryce Young to do too much, you're dead before you even get out the starting gate. So he's trying to mitigate the fact that the only way I can equate this, if you watched NASCAR races back in like the 90s, this is before they had all the rules of if you've hit the wall 3 times, you're done or whatever. You got 5 minutes to get a car back on the track. Back in the day, they would beat the fenders off those cars. And you would get to the end of a race, especially at a short track, and this car is duct taped together.
Yeah.
All I want to do is see the checkered flag. It's all I care about. That's what Carolina's trying to do. The only thing is that they're in a playoff race, and so I can't make wholesale changes because I'm trying to win. So I don't think either one of them's a problem. I think they'll both be back next year, and I think Carolina's fine. You need to invest in weapons aggressively. Xavier Legette and Jalen Coker would not be the two on any other team in the NFL outside of maybe the Jets and maybe the Browns. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're competing with teams. The 7th receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be the 2 for the Panthers.
Yeah.
It's the best way I can explain it.
Yep. All right, we got another one from Kevin Mullen. It's a Shanahan and Ananism.
And it's a great one, too. Kyle Shanahan as a teen never got caught smoking weed, but pretty sure his parents knew. No one gives good night handshakes. Question, San Francisco playing versus Seattle is Trent Williams playing against Seattle. I would say so. I think you get everybody. I love how they did the schedule. I love that we get 2 games that really matter in that opening window. I'm not real sure how we got to Baltimore-Pittsburgh as the one we're going to cap the season off with. But I think we all saw it coming.
Right.
Money from the money tree.
And the last one from Sir Jimothy, stopping by to say Happy New Year. Everyone be safe and call an Uber.
100%.
Indeed. Perfect way to end the program here. We'll be back with you tomorrow for...
Football Tuesday.
Football Tuesday, that's right.
in there somewhere.
Last one of the year. We will see you right here on ESPN Asheville and the YouTubes at noon.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Becoming mostly sunny this afternoon, windy and turning colder as temperatures fall into and through the 30s. Fair to partly cloudy skies, windy and cold overnight, 18. Sunny, windy and cold for tomorrow. Highs Tuesday only in the low to mid-30s. Not as cold on Wednesday, sunshine. Afternoon highs upper 40s to near 50 degrees. New Year's Day, mix of clouds and sun. Afternoon highs on Thursday, right around or just over 50. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed Sponsored Jobs gives your job posting a turbo boost. Match with the candidates you're looking for, making your hiring simple. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Again, that's Indeed.com/credit.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
We're getting our praise on every Sunday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. The best artists in gospel music are right here on Throwbacks 101.1. Presented by Ingles Markets. Low prices, love the savings.
Ring in the new year with the best meat in town, the Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, celebrating New Year's Eve and New Year's Day with you and drink specials and all the smoky barbecue favorites. Gather for the complimentary champagne toast at midnight New Year's Eve. And as for New Year's Day, come early and enjoy a festive Bloody Mary and Mimosa Bar. And the back alley bar will have all the bowls and the playoffs on. From the Bears family to yours, we wish you a flavorful holiday season and cheers to a new year. BearsBBQ.com.
First News on 570.
I do know that the Gandhi Center for Peace is there.
Oh, really?
I met Jimmy Carter there.
Huh.
Weekday mornings at 6.
Did he smell the peanuts?
No. What?
On News Radio 570 WWNC.
No. Weird.
iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's time to kick off the perfect tailgate and take your team to Ingles. Chips and guac made fresh in store every day. The best meat in town packaged fresh every day. And smiling faces giving you their best every day. Let's be real. In the South, football season is our favorite season of the year. There's a lot to smile about, especially with deals like these. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
All across the Tar Heel stage.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, counted in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow three, nothing but net from the rookie. To Trimble, he'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride. This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with boom and sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingalls Studio, WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, W225CJ Candler. Feed Human.